Wait. Oh, we got Devon in it. As soon as he
Devon just hopped in. Oh yes, nigga. I got something. I got to talk to you. Woohoo, boy. Woohoo, boy.
I know you ain't talking about my Snyder cut because
Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Where is Isaac at? Cause we ain't here watched it together, bro.
Oh no.
Oh man, bro. Anyway, bro. Hold on, let me get these drops out the fucking way, nigga.
Welcome to the Corner Store
Bobby, did you watch it
Podcast.
yet?
What's
back
poppin'?
me up.
Our clown is not for
Well, it's gonna get
sale.
spoiled for them.
Damn, son, where'd you
No,
find
you gotta watch
this?
it.
Oh my god, yes, and he's here, boy. Fuck alright, bro. Here's what we're doing.
What up?
Here's the fucking. I know we got the itinerary, but we're hopping straight into the Snyder cut off the fucking rip, bro. That's getting moved to number 1. Devon, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What do you mean what's wrong with me?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This movie was great.
You already done the intro?
Yeah, we just did the intro.
He did it for like.
No, it was outstanding.
We gonna have to at least add Dota in.
I want to hear what y'all have to say about it
I
because
haven't
y'all
seen
seem
it.
to
I can't
dislike
say
it.
shit.
All right, let me take this little Snyder cut away.
Go ahead, tell me what was so bad about it.
The amount of slow motion that they use
10%.
on everything.
Actually, 10% of
The
that
movie.
goddamn movie.
That's
I
in
saw that.
slow mo.
It's just the Snyder thing. That's he likes to use slow motion, but that
Flash
doesn't
whole
take away from the
superpower is
overall
him running
movie
fast.
itself.
Yet he doesn't look like he ever ran a day in his life.
Bro, that form
Why
atrocious.
Why did he have spaghetti arms running?
It looked like Keontae running when he run, bro.
Actually, the way he runs is proper.
Fuck no, that is not how.
Okay,
He does not run like he's swimming, bro.
Well, hey, when you start running, start flapping your arms around. Apparently, that's proper.
That's what I'm
Let's talk
saying.
about that one parademon that hit the most impossible shot on Flash.
That boy hit his ass with some Call of Duty shit, bro. Like triple.
These things do not take away from the movie as a whole by any means.
Wait.
I'm trying to figure out what was bad about it and what y'all are putting out.
That was a 4-hour movie that didn't change any precedent that the first one did. All it did was give us an overlapping villain in Darkseid.
No, that's where
We
you're
still
wrong.
had the same terrible cyborg CGI. They gave 2 of the characters a backstory, if you can call it that. Flash somehow just running through windows now.
No, he did
He's
not
not
run
even
through the window.
vibrating
He
from him,
broke the window. He broke the window.
Yeah, he
with
ran
his finger.
through it.
With his finger.
And he has never once done that.
I mean,
Flash has never
was
once
he?
broke a window by running through it like that.
He broke the window. That was bad.
That's crazy.
Let's talk.
The
about
way he
this.
runs
Let's talk about this
scientifically,
Flash.
it's a swimming motion. Actually, scientifically speaking, that form of running actually helps you
Proof.
to run faster.
We got two
Nobody
niggas. We got
in the
two
world
niggas been
runs
on
that
track.
way.
We got two niggas that been on track.
You know how many track meets I've been to?
I was told this from one of my classmates.
Then
who's
that
like 45 years
I ain't
old.
trying to hear that shit, bro.
Olympic
He runs
runners
just
be
like
flapping
that.
their arms, bro.
Swimming
Swimming
motion.
Cut a couple milliseconds off.
Swimming motion, so you're propelling yourself forward.
You talking about your cops classmates, huh?
Yep.
That's why he can't never chase. That's why he can't never catch the good black man. Always has to resort to shooting them.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
We're getting carried away. The movie was great. I don't.
Alright, bro.
Let's talk about that.
How it wasn't different than the Justice League because it was practically a different movie.
They could have
just
kept
had
the
the
same
same
Lois
villain.
Lane plot line. She didn't do nothing. I don't know why they added so much extra time. Every time
Because-
Lois Lane was on the
because
screen,
y'all
it was
looking for.
basically filler.
Y'all are looking. It sounds to me like it's being compared to Marvel when.
No,
It-
not at all.
Being compared to other superhero movies, it's a superhero
They're
movie.
setting the tone. The reason why they have so many, because Superman is dead, and they want the audience to know that there are characters grieving, like Martha and like Lois. He grieved in his death.
That wasn't even Martha.
What
That was
would
Martha.
you do?
That was
What would you do?
that wasn't even Martha, bro. That wasn't even
I'm
Martha.
not talking about the one that wasn't her. I'm talking about the ones that were her.
How
Like
do you
when
know
she was
that?
Marcia Manhunter
Even-
got more screen time than her.
Okay,
What you
but
talking about? Martha only
but does
appeared at
that
the
take-
end,
but-
pulling up in a pickup truck, knowing that Superman's home. Lois Lane was just horny over Superman's space dick the whole entire movie.
Yo, I ain't gonna trip, bro. She was low. Sure, she was out here depressed as fuck. She couldn't get that Kryptonian cock, my nigga. She could, bro. She could, bro. It was honestly all that shit could have been left out.
And we not gonna talk about Wonder
wait a
Woman's
minute.
alter ego though. She working in the art museum, and niggas, she just saved the whole class field trip at the a girls' class field trip
From down the
at-
street.
at like a bank robbery.
I'm still failing to see what was.
Hold on!
these things,
Damn,
because I don't
we
see
trying to get our
anything wrong
ignorant
with
shit
these
off
things.
first. Damn, let's get our ignorant shit off first. Damn, continue, Isaac.
Let's talk about Aquaman though, taking off his shirt to hop it back in. The nigga came out the water with a wet shirt, then took off his shirt to hop back in wet.
That's not like the
Hey, the casting mediocre though. That was probably the worst fucking Commissioner Gordon I've ever seen in my life. That nigga should stay in the Marvel Sony universe. Once again, Ezra Miller. I'm
Terrible
still not convinced that he's the Flash. Still not convinced.
Cyborg CGI is still as bad.
That
as
sh-
I remember.
That shit looked like a fucking. He like one of them niggas off of Apex, bro. The Revenant nigga. What the fuck is that nigga?
And his father, Cyborg father, killed himself for no reason whatsoever. Dude didn't even die in the first movie, but he dies in this one.
Wait, how long was that movie?
Like
bro?
4 hours.
It's a 4
4 hours.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Let's talk about the little
I feel like I'm
Flashpoint
just listening to a
Batman
bunch
universe
of,
that they put it.
That was the best part of the
It's
movie.
way
I
better
wouldn't
than
want
the
that
current
spoiled,
one.
so I'm gonna back out.
Alright.
Just-
No, you good, you
A bunch
good.
of Marvel fanboys is what I
Not
feel like
back
I'm
out.
hearing.
Bro, I'm a
I was-
DC
I was
fan.
for it.
How am I? Because I want a good movie. That don't make no damn sense.
because these
Don't be upset that the
that you're
first
making-
Thor is better than basically every DC movie in the 2010s that ever came out.
Damn.
Crikey.
I'd rather watch Thor than Suicide
Yeah.
Squad,
Hmm.
Aquaman, the little Justice League movie, either
Okay, I
one,
actually like
part 1 or 2.
Aquaman's the best.
Actually,
Aquaman's the best DC
Aquaman
movie.
and Shazam.
Oh yeah,
Those are
Shazam.
the two.
I don't like Shazam. I don't like kids being
I haven't even watched
magicking
that.
up to
I
grown
had
people.
no incentive.
Hmm.
I had no incentive to even want to
Fair,
watch it.
but the movie is pretty solid. Like of DC films, even if you don't like the character, that makes sense. But I did like Shazam.
Are y'all done?
No, I'm not done
You
yet.
wanna know the plot of Justice League?
Nitpicking?
Let me
Plot,
get mine off.
plot.
Hold on,
They
Isaac.
get 3 boom boxes.
This nigga said boom boxes.
They get 3 boom boxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the whole purpose of Darkseid, right, was to find the anti-life equation. So why did Darkseid return back to space for like 2,000 years if he knew the anti-life equation was already on Earth, since he already tried to invade it and use the boom boxes on the Earth?
That was answered in the movie, but keep going.
It was not answered in
Go
the
on.
movie.
If you know how to follow, along.
So
with
tell
the
me, how was it
story.
answered? How was it answered? Why did Darkseid somehow
No,
manage
keep
to
going. I'm
forget
just
what the anti-life equation was
I'm
at?
listening to the critiques so I can rebuttal to each and every one of them because these sound
Go
like
ahead. Why did Darkseid forget
fanboy.
where he knew the
Okay.
anti-life equation was at? His whole life's goal.
Darkseid was defeated. That's what we learned in the movie by the old gods. correct?
Yes, by
Right.
Thor. Not the where the
And
fuck it is. Where the
Darkseid-
fuck he is.
Darkseid has conquered hundreds of thousands of worlds, right?
Okay.
Correct? Okay. So, after conquering hundreds of thousands of worlds and being defeated on one, I don't see it being an issue of him forgetting where this world is. Did you not hear in the dialogue that he said that what's it, Steppenwolf said that he found the lost world? Like,
So
because he lost track of it. He's conquered hundreds of thousands of worlds. That's a lot of
So
worlds.
That makes
That's a
sense.
lot
what?
of time.
What?
Thousands of
Tell me
years
a new
old.
god.
Thousands years.
you trying to tell me God, that Darkseid is a god in the DC universe,
Yes.
whose whole life is to find the anti-life equation, forgot the one place he found the anti-life
You do
equation.
know that you do know in the flashback sequence when he was on Earth that wasn't
Come on.
Darkseid. That was
Come on, bro.
Usox,
Come on.
which is he isn't Darkseid yet. He's not the same person he is now that he was.
I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I'm not trying to hear that, bro.
You
I'm not trying to hear that, bro.
Have you not read a DC? Have you not read a DC? Have you not read a DC comic in your life?
Apparently
Like, ever?
You haven't, because what you say don't make any type of sense.
Why would a nigga just forget? Why would a nigga just forget?
It was explained
5,000 years ago. He lost the world.
Apparently, he's just saying the nigga forgot.
Marvel
and
fanboy.
It takes away.
I feel like I'm hearing some invalid critiques.
How is it that?
Yeah, they're not. That one
just has a life equation. He forgets
talking
one
about
place it is.
Aquaman taking his shirt off.
Devon.
This nigga has spaceships, but can't somehow have a GPS.
All right, hold on, Devon. What we're saying, hold on, Bobby. Devon, what we're saying is, if this like the anti-life equation is his life's like his fucking obsession, correct?
Yep.
He comes to Earth to do the anti-life equation, correct? And he performed like the whole fucking little big ass. Hold on, the whole fucking Omega symbol popped up on Earth, did it not? He came, he hopped off the boat and did the fucking move, and he saw the Omega. They beat his ass, right? And he left. Mm-hmm. So why the fuck would he forget if he knows it's there? Wouldn't he continue and go back to try and do it, not just dick around for a billion years?
Not after being defeated.
Why don't you just wait, nigga?
Old gods.
But he went and did it in the same exact spot. How the fuck would you forget? No coordinates? Like this nigga, his technology far surpasses us. So how the fuck would he forget?
And it's because of the mother boxes that they have such superior technology, right?
So how could you forget though?
Nigga, I'm talking about a Jeep.
The mother boxes, right?
He can boom anywhere he wants. So I just don't understand how you forget.
I don't think there's any illogic in him forgetting the planet that it's on, seeing as how over 5,000 years have passed since then.
I mean,
the main idea
it's a very long time. And after conquering hundreds of thousands of worlds, yes.
So he just, oh man, I forgot.
That would make the most sense.
When you bookmark that.
I'm pretty sure what they're trying to say.
He didn't favor the Earth.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like, hey,
this is supposed to be like your argument for the movie sucking?
No, I'm not saying that's a major plot hole. Like that plot hole kind of dismantles the whole plot of the movie.
I think what they're trying to say is that if there's something that's your life's dream, you ain't just gonna forget where it is.
For real.
Of course not. But it makes sense though. Like if he got defeated, then decided to regroup and come back, that makes sense. But him to just say.
No, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. But this nigga, they said this nigga forgot and he was trying to find it. That's why Steppenwolf was out here trying to get the boxes and find where the equation was.
He had his fucking brain rattled and forgot.
Got his shit pushed in so much he must have forgot. I guess. I don't know. That don't make no damn sense to me. That shit was goofy, bro.
Are we gonna talk about though the warning that the Amazon Queen shot Wonder Woman? She shot an arrow across the ocean that landed in some random temple that Wonder Woman magically found.
A what?
The Amazon Queen shot Artemis's arrow across the ocean into some random continent, and Wonder Woman magically found the arrow to warn her about Steppenwolf invading Earth.
Now, one thing I will say, maybe it's one of those magical guide arrows. Maybe that's just a plot device. I'll cut that. I'll cut that. But the whole it would be like LeBron forgetting how to play basketball, nigga. This is what you do, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, like he was baking a cake and then he's like, oh shit, I play basketball.
Oh, Earth. Like, get the fuck out of here. That CG was piss poor. You would think, they upgraded Steppenwolf from the first one. That nigga looked like trash. That old Steppenwolf looked like fucking. They look like a nigga cosplaying, bro. That Steppenwolf was trash. That nigga looked hungry, just like how that. Oh, speaking about niggas looking hungry, that Darkseid was dookie. That Darkseid was trash. That nigga like he needed a big ass Scooby Doo sandwich, my nigga. That nigga looked hungry, bro. How the fuck do you make the nigga from the X-Men movies look better than you, bro? That nigga Apocalypse looked like trash. How do you make Apocalypse look better than you, bro? And Apocalypse is designed.
Technical difficulties.
You good?
Technical difficulties,
bro.
All right.
Computer froze.
All right,
where were we?
Let's just rate it. Was this movie better than Endgame?
Hell no.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We'll be more fair. Was this movie better than the first?
Why are we comparing it
to?
I just said that's not a valid argument to compare it to Marvel.
How is it not a valid argument? Which one would you rather watch?
Compared to Justice League.
Which one would you rather?
But I would much rather watch Justice League than Endgame.
You just sound completely biased. This was a first of all, the fight scenes were poorly choreographed.
The argument is for Snyder Cut versus Joss Whedon's cut, and Snyder Cut is well,
of course it's
improved on the things
it's better
that were not present before.
Even their pseudoscience don't make sense in this little movie. Why does the mother? All right, Superman gets brought back to life by sitting in the Kryptonian bath on that ship, and an electric bolt from the mother box. The mother box is metal, living metal.
Mm-hmm.
That would mean Superman would be a cyborg at the very best.
Not exactly.
How wouldn't he be?
Because he didn't have anything that need be repaired.
It was more of like
doesn't need to be repaired.
No,
he died from having a giant hole in his body, right? That's how he died.
But I don't know if but
how does that not get repaired by the metal?
His body is not a human body, a Kryptonian's body. His healing properties are different. He was still. These are arguments that doesn't even make sense. There's no reason for me to even rebuttal that, because that just doesn't even make any damn sense, that argument. Oh, wait a minute. His body should be metal like cyborgs. For what reason? Cyborg was like a head and a chest. And part of an arm.
A left arm and a leg.
The mother box was experiencing.
No, hold on. Before you go into that, I just want to say how Cyborg's dad. Hold on. I just want to see how Cyborg's dad fucked him over. Like, this nigga still had a leg and an arm. You just said fuck all that. You just a chest, part of a chest and a head now. Like that was some fuck shit.
Well, he wanted to save his son, so
I mean, keep my fucking arm, keep my arm and leg. Damn.
Somehow, with it.
Lop this shit off.
Technology brought him back with.
No, I already.
Parts of his body that were missing.
I already know.
Are we not going to talk about how Alfred's smarter than Batman in the Justice League movie?
Smarter? What would give you the mindset that he's smarter
than him? He's the one that followed Batman's actions. Batman don't do a single thing in that movie.
Ain't gonna lie, majority of this movie, Batman was getting sunned. Batman ass was getting sunned.
No, not at all.
And it's funny, Batman
in the Snyder cut, not at all.
Batman,
in the League, Sweden cut.
It's the same thing, bro.
But in this version,
no, I'm not saying son. I ain't saying son by getting his ass whooped. Just like he doesn't seem like a Batman. Like Batman out here getting corrected and out here getting like shown up by his fucking butler and a brand new superhero, a emo cyborg nigga. Like, come on now, bro.
What are you referring to exactly?
He's not. This Batman does not like. This Batman is seen. He ain't.
That's supposed to be one of the smartest things in the DC universe.
This is a mid-ass Batman.
But he don't know how to make a ship fly.
This sounds like it's coming from some people who haven't seen Batman versus Superman that establish what kind of.
That was a better movie.
Relationship.
That was a better movie.
What kind of relationship Batman and Alfred had, while Alfred works on his stuff, Bruce is the one who.
This is supposed to be a seasoned Batman. This is supposed to be a seasoned.
Here's a seasoned Batman.
This Batman.
This argument doesn't even make any sense.
This Batman doesn't.
He wasn't doing anything in this movie. He brought the team together.
Attack.
He brought everybody together. Did he not?
Their plan for invading the Parademons was attack.
Their plan for invading the Parademons. Are you talking about which?
And
I don't know if you must have watched a different movie than me, because the Snyder Cut that I watched, Batman planned damn near everything.
Flash would have went with anybody. First off, Aquaman said no to the nigga. So, and Wonder Woman showed up in Batman versus Superman, and you could say it was Doomsday.
What are you trying to argue? Because
my point is, Batman didn't do a single thing that whole movie. He was the biggest.
He didn't do a single thing the whole movie. Wow.
He was basically like, let's.
We must have watched a different movie because he's the one that
Superman came in. He sold
everything. Yeah.
He assembled the team.
How he assembled the team with one nigga could solo everything.
How did he assemble? See, it's funny because you just
and then they
talking, but you're not making any sense. And you're not making any valid points.
They lost, right? And Flash had to run back in time, right?
Yeah.
So, how did Batman accomplish that?
How did he accomplish what?
Batman could even kill the little parademon that's quick scoped Flash.
he literally shot that parademon in the head. What are you talking about? Did you not watch the same movie? Did we not watch the same movie? Because I feel like we watched two completely different movies. What you're saying doesn't even make
Batman did that, but it meant absolutely nothing because Flash already got quick scope.
Flash got hit in the leg.
Tell me, what did Batman accomplish? And you can't say build the team.
That is his accomplishment. He literally. Okay. So let's go back to he's saying nothing, but you're not letting me make my point.
Was worthless. Okay.
You
what did Aquaman do?
You don't know how to listen.
All right, quick. Next question.
Hold on.
Aquaman didn't do nothing.
Hey, hold on, bro.
Aquaman's most important scene was stopping that little tidal wave.
Hey, hold on. Hold on, Divine. Hold on, Divine.
You're not making any point.
And then
not making any point.
Cyborg have like mother box sex. When he went into his little mind space.
Everything that you're saying right now, it makes absolutely no sense. Because
this movie
just get to the point. Let's cut the
Cyborg.
Get to the point. Let's get to the point.
Ain't gonna lie.
Rebuttal.
All right, go. Hold on. Go, Divine.
It wasn't even a good superhero movie.
Okay, let Devon go. Hold on. Let Devon go. Hold on.
The supposed points that you were trying to make weren't points at all.
Devon, go.
This movie get rated like a 3 out of 10 somewhere, right?
Hold on, Isaac. Hold on, Isaac. Divine. Listen.
The points you were trying to make.
God damn.
Doesn't even make any sense. Batman assembled the team. He did all the planning. First of all, if he had never recruited Flash, the world would have ended once.
So I didn't hear a line in the movie saying, we actually have a plan this time.
What do you mean we actually have a plan this time? You did hear a line saying that. That was comedic relief. That was comedic relief.
So
Batman was responsible for assembling the team, which he did.
I'm pretty sure most of the planning was done by Cyborg and Wonder Woman. He was just there looking stupid.
No. Let's go back to Batman vs Superman, where he unencrypted the metahumans file and found out who all the metahumans were, and then Alfred worked to help him.
Can't compare. It's not the same movie. We have to only compare it to the Justice League movie. You said
just talk and you talk and you don't make any points saying Batman didn't do anything because Batman did plenty of things.
That's a completely different movie. I'm talking about this.
He didn't do anything.
Yes. Yes.
He didn't assemble the team.
No, he didn't assemble the team. He didn't parademons that like. I've seen all.
He didn't work with Alfred to find out where Steppenwolf was.
It was just mobs.
Like I said, it was just mobs.
I'm still not hearing any valid points.
Batman didn't even see Steppenwolf. How does the main character see Steppenwolf, the main villain? Batman would even know.
Did you just say he didn't see Steppenwolf?
He wasn't. He didn't.
He saw Steppenwolf when they were in the sewage area, and he jumped on top of his ship and started beating his ship. What are you talking about? He didn't see Steppenwolf. Doesn't make any sense. You're not even making any sense.
So looking at a nigga through a window, seeing him now.
Yes, he saw Steppenwolf. Literally saw him.
So Batman
he saw him when they were when the rest of the team were
area is Steppenwolf, right? Because
he was literally on Steppenwolf was literally on top of his ship.
So the final act was in their room. So 4 hours of movie.
In the final act, he was too busy killing. He was killing the parademons. What movie did you watch? Because that's not the movie I watched.
A 4-hour movie that Batman was only on screen with the main villain.
It sounds like you half-ass watched it.
And it was so forgettable that I forgot that even happened.
Hold on. Order. All right, Devon. Hold on, Devon. So
I'd rather watch Green Lantern.
Oh shit! Hold on, Devon. Okay, Devon. All right, bro. So we all know you enjoyed the movie, correct?
Absolutely.
You enjoyed the turnout. You enjoyed the turnout from the first time to now. So yes. And you yourself. So what would you rate it?
I give it a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Yep.
Honestly, I'd probably give it a 6, 7. I mean,
giving it an 8.
Yeah. But, so in your eyes, what was the most blaring like weakness of this movie? What like from what was happened in the first one, they didn't really, double like they didn't really add upon. I will give them that they added more backstory to the Flash.
Wait a minute.
And
Wait a minute.
What?
What do you mean they didn't add on to it?
You even let me finish what I'm saying.
He's standing the movie, Dominic. He's standing DC.
It's the same setup. It's about assembling
Devon, what I'm saying, Devon, you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm saying what happened in the first movie that they added in the when they added in the first movie. My nigga, it's not 4 hours for no reason. They added more content into the movie. They changed things. What did they put in this movie that improves upon the last movie? The last movie was not 4 hours, correct?
Correct.
So what the fuck did they put in this movie that's now 4 hours?
You must have not watched the other movie.
What? Nigga, is this question? Hold on. Is this question that hard? Like, I'm asking what they...
But apparently you haven't watched the first movie if you couldn't tell what they added on.
I'm asking, did you enjoy that they added in, nigga? What
did they enjoy?
What did you enjoy?
You were talking trash about it again. I can't tell because what it seems like we're doing here, but
my God, bro.
Many things. The villain was actually much better done. Steppenwolf was more intimidating. He was more powerful, and
I will agree on that.
By any means, not very annoying at all. He didn't talk unnecessarily.
Still got
He
one shot
came to Earth with a purpose and pretty much succeeded, other than the Flash, obviously undoing what he did. So the villain was improved upon. More scenes were added to some of the fight sequences. There was less cringe coming from the Flash. A lot of his
that's an argument.
The lines that he said in the first movie were removed.
That's
he
an
did
argument.
have some quips, which is normal for him in the comics and in the animated show.
Oh, of course.
Flash is a funny guy.
This one ain't. Continue.
This Flash was much better than the way he was done the first time around, where he was just a laughing stock or whatnot. Wonder Woman was more badass. Her scenes were not chopped up like they were the first time around. They were more full, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, more fleshed out.
Wasn't getting her ass thrown around half the time.
Yes.
And as far as Cyborg goes, we got his story. He was very active this time in his part of the team. Flash, the same. The Flash was much more productive this time around too. Even though he got shot a couple of times, he still did his part. He was useful this time around. Superman, I mean, he pretty much his didn't change much other than the black suit. We saw a few more scenes with him and Martha. His lips were proper. It wasn't CGI face for him. So. And then let's see who we got left. Batman had more scenes as well. One, without going into too much detail, was him going out to find the Aquaman, and then after he, finished with Aquaman and left the little dough place or whatever, was getting on the plane with Alfred. They were having some conversations or whatnot, just driving the story and moving the story on. Let's see. He didn't have anything cringe to say. Like, something's definitely bleeding. He wasn't whining about being abused up from getting thrown against the car like in the first one. He didn't make any jokes. Well, not as many. I think he made a couple, but they were placed well within the movie and with everything that was going on. And then obviously the extra scenes we got, such as actually getting a glimpse of Darkseid and his people and or whatnot. Nightmare sequence. So
all I hear is a whole bunch of shilling.
Hold on. What did you not enjoy, Divine?
Let's see. I didn't enjoy. So each part, there were some scenes that just felt out of place. I get they were trying to show us what was going on because you got a lot of characters being introduced in one movie. So
Yeah.
but when you cut from Batman having a conversation with Alfred and then cut to Martha crying and leaving her old house, it can kind of confuse you. Like you gotta, it's a lot of jumping, but I get that it's sometimes necessary to kind of show us what's going on with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how I refer to some of the Avengers movie where they cut in between different people and the stuff that they have going on. But this movie was very, let's see, it's as far as what I didn't like Martian Manhunter's CGI. It was pretty damn bad. I think the TV version looked way better, but I get it. They were on a tight budget and they were tight on time, so I'm gonna give them a pass, even though hopefully, well, they're not gonna make it a movie. But that's one thing I disliked was the CGI for Martian Manhunter. I disliked. Let's see. I didn't think it was overused, so I'm not gonna really say I dislike the Wonder Woman theme. I actually like it better than the way they did it in the first time around. Let's see. There's not much else that I disliked because I don't. There's not really much to dislike about it, in my opinion. Everybody has their opinions about it. So,
well, I will say, it basically it did what it had to do. The movie picked up the pieces with the first one drop, but it just didn't do a good enough job for how much everybody hyped it up. And how everybody had to say about it. I wasn't impressed. I really was not impressed. Now
I think this movie had a audience that it was targeting, and I don't think
I am a DC fan. I prefer DC over Marvel. Obviously, like I don't no for people for you it wouldn't be. Hold on. I know. For you
is. You might be a DC fan, but are you a Zack Snyder fan? Because he has his way of doing things.
Here's the thing: a good movie is a good movie. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if it's Zack Snyder, nigga, fucking Keontae Baker, nigga. If he made a good ass movie, nigga, if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. But I just felt like for everything that was put into this movie, and for all the reshooting and all the little like finagling and all the changes they made to it, for it to be 4 hours. I don't think this it passes, but it's like it's not a passing grade. This isn't an A+. This isn't even a B for me. I'll give this shit like a C-. I'll give this.
Sure. Devon, are you speaking on a Snyder standpoint, or are you speaking on a?
I'm speaking on both. And on what we got back in 2017, because people are comparing it to Marvel instead of.
I'm not comparing it to Marvel. I'm comparing it to a.
The reason people are comparing it to Marvel is because Marvel has these blowout movies. Whenever DC tries to make a movie, it's not good unless it's animated.
I'm gonna slide in and actually agree with Devon's comment about it being a Snyder film too. That is a very fair point. A good movie is a good movie, yeah, objectively, but subjectively, when you look at how a director approaches a film and how they actually work a film, that is going to have certain turn-offs and to certain film goers.
Honestly,
so I will agree with that.
I feel like if there's just like it would be a better movie if the people they casted in the pieces, like the pieces that made up the movie, if they were just slightly different. I felt like this would make it a better movie. Like I don't care what people say about that Flash. That Flash is mediocre as hell. I know the Flash is like the Johnny Cage of the group. He's supposed to be wisecracking and shit. But every time this motherfucker opened his mouth, it was just. I wasn't interested. Him as the Flash doesn't even sell me. When I saw him in the suit,
is this because you're comparing him to the one from the TV series?
No, that's a trash ass. I don't even like that Flash. That Flash is just not. He is not a good Flash. I'm not comparing him to any other Flash. Honestly, I enjoyed Yeah,
because I think Ezra Miller was very comic book accurate and animated TV
that
show
that
accurate
that
when it comes
Flash,
to that
I
person
could
that
not
he's
get
playing.
behind it. I got behind.
I beg to differ on the animated one. I beg to differ on that one. He's definitely not like the animated. That's
You
not
must
true.
be talking about. It depends on which animation you're talking.
Hold on,
about.
let me get my.
I just want to
Dollars
say
on the
this.
one.
Devon
None of
over
them.
here talking about you can't compare it to anything, but then he over here comparing it to the comics and TV show. Then he said you can't compare it to Marvel, but
Because
how
I
can you
was
not
making,
make that
I was
comparison
actually
if they're
making
both
a
superhero
point.
movies? That doesn't make sense. They're direct
It does make
competition.
sense.
You don't
Are
compare
you?
it to. That's like not
Were
comparing
you?
LeBron and
Were
Jordan.
you
They're
born
direct
yesterday?
competition.
Did you not hear anything that was just said? You just like jumped in where you saw it fit to jump in and say, "Oh,
I love the fact that you like
comparing it to such
like
and
fake
such."
confusion. But I'm just saying what you said.
I'm explaining that I'm
No,
rebuttaling
I'm
Dominic
saying your
because he doesn't like
explanation don't
Ezra.
make any
He
type
doesn't
of
like
sense.
Ezra
What you
Miller,
say don't
so
make sense. And
I
I
don't
will
understand.
compare it to
What I'm
whoever
trying
you
to
want to
understand
compare it
is why
You
is
can
there so
compare
much
it
hate
to
for
Marvel
Ezra
movies because
Miller
that's what it
when
is.
he is comic book playing the role as it should be
Comic
played?
book accurate to you. There's different Flash comics. There's multiple
Yes,
different
there's different
Flashes.
Flash
So
comics,
which
and there's
Flash is he
different
comic book
Flashes.
accurate to? Which Flash?
The one that he's playing,
And what's the one he's playing?
Barry Allen.
So he's
I don't
comic
think
book
so.
accurate to Barry
Yes.
Allen.
Other
Alright,
than his
New
I
hair
don't-
52
color, yes.
Barry Allen, Golden Age Barry Allen, Silver Age Barry Allen. Which Barry Allen? Exactly. You don't even know.
I'm not here
You
to
don't
argue.
believe
You
it.
know, but
Put
I'm
over
not
here
going to argue.
perpetrating.
I'm not going to argue.
Said you
I
perpetrate.
think you probably better off just muting me like you usually do, because none of what you say make
You
any
don't
sense.
read
No,
comics,
it's
and you over here claiming that
I
you
do read comics.
You over
I
here
do read
claiming that
comics.
you're
Just
a
keep
DC fan, but you're not
going.
really.
Keep
You don't know what you're talking about, and it's
blah blah
very,
blah
very.
blah blah blah. You just
Well,
you do a
Devon,
lot of
I
talking,
still
but you
say-
don't do very much listening. You don't come off as
make
a
any
very
sense,
intelligent
Devon.
person,
I've
in my
listened,
opinion.
But I'm
But
not gonna listen to
anyway.
this ignorance coming out your mouth.
Anyway,
Devon, I still
What
say
was
he's
it?
still nothing like the animated Flash.
He-
There's
this-
not a single one.
he-
comparable
and-
to
and I-
Besides in Young Justice, he'd be comparable to whatever that Impulse's kid's name was. I forgot what his name was. What Flash was that?
hmm
The one that took over Wally's place in Young Justice. I forgot what his name was.
I
have
don't.
to go back and look.
I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I
Come on,
for one, I enjoyed Batfleck, Ben Affleck's Batman. I actually enjoyed his performance as him being Batman, but what Batman did in the movie, I didn't enjoy that. Seeing so if I were to see another Ben Affleck Batman, I wouldn't be mad about it. But what he did in the movie was just man. It was just man.
Wait a minute. You talking about the Snyder Cut?
Yeah. His perform.
Oh,
I didn't.
wow.
I enjoyed.
What?
I enjoy him being Batman, but he if he were to be in another one.
Him in BVS.
Yeah.
Because he did nothing different than what he did in BVS.
He
did exactly
he
as
just
he did in
he just
BVS.
seemed
He was
clueless.
fast
He
and he
seemed
planned
outside of creating the team, or I mean not creating the team, putting them
was
together.
clueless in
That shit
Joss
seemed
Whedon's
that
movie,
shit seemed
but
clueless.
This one, no.
And then
Clueless?
it seemed
not
like
the same movie?
then it seemed like all the extra characters that jumped in did more than the actual team outside of Cyborg and the Flash. Fucking Mirror, what the fuck Aquaman's future wife is. She was out here beating ass. I don't remember anything relevant that fucking Aquaman did, bro.
Whoa! What?
He
Well,
popped up.
do I need to-
He popped
do
up with
we-
the
do you go
water.
back and watch- It sound like
He
y'all
popped up
both
with
need to go back and
the
watch
Fiji.
movie
He popped up with the
to-
Fiji with a fucking bottle of Dasani. He didn't really do nothing that wild. Then he died in the What If too.
No.
So he did.
I
So
think we watched the same movie because
to
I
spare
definitely
what
before this time around,
to spare
Joss Whedon's version.
Chris's thing, Aquaman went down to his down to the little throne, right?
Mhm.
He talks to what the fuck the Green Goblin. He talks to the Green Goblin. Yeah, he talks to Willem Dafoe. He talks to the fucking Green Goblin.
Logo. Yeah.
So he's just like, nigga, you got put on for your team. They got put on for the Atlanteans, nigga. You know who you is.
Was literally establishing Aquaman's movie.
Hold on, nigga. Damn. Shit. Let me talk.
Well, I'm trying to, but you're saying he didn't do anything when he.
Can I finish what I'm saying? All like
Go ahead.
seeing a nigga's backstory, and then okay, I'm part of the band now, and they're going in. They raid the fucking castle. He didn't do anything that wowed me. Aquaman was just there. Roman Reigns was just there.
So he didn't take on Steppenwolf?
But, nigga, the fucking with Steppenwolf, he ultimately fell to the fucking Flash.
But did
all them niggas took on Steppenwolf. Of course, they're a fucking team.
But you're saying he didn't do anything.
Nigga, he really didn't.
The mother box that was
he really
in Atlantis.
Nigga, that's because he's Aquaman. He's supposed to. And Mira defended the fucking box more than he did.
Did he buy the team time whenever the sewers were, I don't know, burst?
He came through the fucking sewer with the water, and then they just left. Then they left.
Finished Steppenwolf?
That was the Flash that ultimately ended Steppenwolf, but you know.
Yeah, because he turned time back.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't.
He did the stab through the chest, right? Back through chest.
Yeah, he wasn't really. He was.
Even though
He didn't even really. He didn't.
But he stabbed him, right?
He was no. He didn't do anything.
Did he not kill a bunch of?
Everybody was beating up fucking. Everybody was beating up fucking parademons.
And we saw that.
You saw Batman just out here straight kicking fucking parademons. Everybody was killing. Everybody was killing fucking grunts. The nigga didn't do nothing. That was. He didn't. No, he didn't do anything that was like wow.
Avengers when everybody was killing all the aliens, attacking them.
What?
Literally.
Who talked about that? I didn't say anything about the fucking Avengers.
I know. I'm just saying. But
look, that has nothing.
Superhero movies again.
I'm doing what y'all do.
I didn't say anything.
Would you not go back and say that?
Who said? What
did anything in Avengers? Because to me, it sounds like it's just being criticized just for the sake.
Did I say any of this? Did I say any of this? Did I say any of this?
Because you said Aquaman didn't do anything.
He didn't.
I'm sitting here saying what he did.
But why are you comparing it to Marvel shit? I'm just saying the nigga ain't do shit. He didn't do shit.
I literally just said what he did.
Then nigga, that's nothing that's worth fucking noting.
He did as much as they had him on screen doing. He did stuff just like
for this to be DC's 2012 Miami Heat, bro. It was this I wasn't impressed.
Probably because you have the Marvel, mindset. But
ain't no Marvel mindset. The movie was mediocre. God damn. I ain't saying.
Right. So
I still don't understand why you say Batman didn't do anything, and now you say Aquaman didn't do anything. Then you say Flash didn't do anything. You said all these characters didn't do anything. If
the Flash did something. The Flash did shit. The Flash did shit. But he was just a character. I didn't say he didn't do anything. He was just a mad-ass character.
That's what it was.
He didn't do anything, but
the Flash is just a plot device in this movie.
A plot device? I think every character is a plot device.
Yeah, Aquaman magically
everybody played. Literally, everybody played their part. Everybody did what they need.
What they needed. Know where it was at.
All the characters got together and did superhero stuff.
Except Batman, he didn't really do nothing.
Straight kick.
Batman did all the planning, did he not?
Why is there a line in the movie saying we finally have a plan then? If Batman did all the planning. Okay then.
Wait a minute. You just say why is there a line? That was comedic relief.
It's clearly not comedic relief.
Planning didn't go the way that Batman planned in the movie, such as when they were in the sewers.
Any type of plans. I distinctly remember him going down to the sewers saying,
such as when they went to the sewers and Cyborg's dad was about to be killed by Steppenwolf, so Cyborg kind of acted before he should have acted. But when it was necessary for him to act because he got emotional about his dad about to be killed or whatnot.
Saying wait isn't a plan.
Okay. That doesn't even make any now. All these arguments have been invalid since this talk about this movie is
so everything we said didn't even have a crumb of merit to you. Them improving.
That's probably the only thing. That's the only thing I agree with. The CGI was not great, but there's reasons behind that, and I explained the reasons.
These niggas had a $70 million fucking dollar budget, bro, for shooting and everything. You see what they did? They did the Steppenwolf. It was $70 million. I checked earlier, nigga. Anyway, I checked earlier.
Yeah, he's a DC fanboy, bro. Come on now. Wonder Woman spoken basically like one-liners the entire time.
It says Zack Snyder's Justice League budget $70 million US, my nigga. Come on now.
That $70 million isn't all just specifically for CGI.
Duh, nigga. Obviously, if you would let me speak, nigga, you wasn't speaking over me. You hear what I said is used for the whole movie.
the movie, he didn't watch the right one.
I watched the movie.
So he clearly
watched
didn't have
twice,
watched the right
but-
movie. I don't know what he was watching, but he didn't watch the right
I don't know
movie.
what y'all are watching because
We have other
none of these
topics.
arguments made any sense.
Devon must have been watching some like
The
YouTube
the porn
parody.
the porn parody.
Just to make my point, I went and watched the
Snyder's Nut.
2017 version before watching this version, and I just disagree with every argument that's been made because they don't make any sense.
You'll get the same version because the 2017 version canon and this version not.
Okay, your point is
So why wouldn't you watch the canon version of the movie?
your point is like none of the arguments. that
One
are brought
one
up
movie's in continuity and the other one's not. That's the whole
have-
point.
The only thing I agree with is the CGI, but there's an explanation behind that.
What's-
If you're when you're working on a budget of only $70 million, that's not much to work with.
What
When
are you
the actors,
talking
get
about?
shooting time, there's
Easy.
What?
all the $70 million. Do you know how much it costs to make?
This
You
nigga
do
disenchanted,
realize,
bro.
though, that some of these
Look
movie
good.
scenes were filmed with the original budget, right?
Yes,
And
I am
70
very well
million
aware of
was
that.
for reshoots and re-ets, right?
Right. But
So
you
if they
gotta-
got
you gotta-
$70
you-
million
you
just
have
to
to-
re-et and reshoot certain scenes with in CGI.
Uh,
How is that working
I
on
might
just a
argue
$7
with
million
ignorance.
budget when they had the original budget to work on too?
I even what's your point, Isaac? Get to your point because you haven't
Your
got
point
made
was,
one yet.
your point was it was hard to make a good movie with $70 million budget, but that makes no type
It's
of
about
sense because they
time,
don't have
and
just a $70 million budget.
it's $70 million is not a lot of money in that industry in this
But
industry.
they didn't work
at
with
all.
just 70 million. You're stupid and retarded. You're not making sense.
Whoa.
Okay. On that note, I think my argument is pretty valid. I don't think your argument is valid at all.
You're just repeating the same thing like a certain Llewellyn we know. You're not making any sense.
You know what?
Damn. Oh wow.
Okay.
Well, I
You
wanted.
gotta hear the points
You're
taken.
just so blinded by DC for whatever reason.
No, not at all.
Martian Manhunter made a cameo that made absolutely no sense. Why was he impersonating Martha? Why did he go big plane and try to convince her to go back
Did
to
you
being
not
a
hear the
reporter?
dialogue that he?
But then she ended up going to the she
Okay, you
she
just
went
gonna
back to the city.
going.
I guess Martian Manhunter
There-
convinced her to go back to the city.
there's
She
no
sees
point.
Superman.
There's-
They fly to Mars.
Did he leave?
Wow.
Did he leave? Damn. Hey, so before we go on to the next topic, I really wanted to hear what he wanted to say. I wanted to hear what he wanted to say. I understand, this and that, but for this to be something we've been waiting on for so long, I didn't.
Oh wow.
He left. He actually left. I don't know. I just wanted to tell him that the characters that were in there were man.
Flash ran like he was at the Special Olympics. Aquaman magically burst through a wall to magically stop the tidal wave that he somehow knew that where all the superheroes was at. Never gave an explanation for that. Batman kind of assembles a team, then the background character, the rest of the movie. Alfred's smarter than him.
Can I
Cyborg
pause the suggestion?
Solo.
Hold on.
Cyborg
Let me
carries
finish.
the movie. And then once Superman comes back, he just, owns everything.
Yeah.
All right, go, Chris.
Well, I know I'm not trying to tell you how to do a podcast, and I was just
yeah.
gonna say, since this one was almost that whole discussion was damn near an hour.
Yeah.
Next week is King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm thinking, you think maybe we should do on Wednesday, do an hour or so of a special podcast before the Thursday?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think this portion would,
No, I know.
Yeah.
That way we can focus on that.
And I have to just, okay, let's go do these now. Yeah.
That's gonna be a hard transition.
Yeah.
Which comic line does this Barry Allen come from, Devon? Oh wait, he left. He rage quit.
Just to say he rage quit.
Yeah.
But we can talk about this more after the podcast. But we're gonna go on to the the podcast after party. We're gonna move on to the next topic. Microsoft making a deal with Discord.
I think it's
Oh, that
likely.
is a thing.
Well, It's not confirmed. It's like all but Microsoft saying like, yeah, we're actually doing this, but it's in like actually I just like looking it up again. I saw like I didn't read it, but I saw like a headline that said like there's a from like The Verge saying like there's a possibility. Oh, excuse me, that
Good.
Microsoft is in exclusive talks with Discord right now to
Exclusive?
like the next like exclusive talks. Like they are talking to them
Ooh.
exclusively. So that it's looking like it's could be possible. It's probably not going to be an immediate thing. It's probably going to be like the Bethesda thing, where it's going to take months for it to be finalized if it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's looking like, yeah, that could very much be something in the future for Microsoft. Them purchasing.
So what's the
Discord.
ramifications of it?
I don't think there are any.
Xbox
Honestly.
Live combination.
Yeah,
That's
most
about
likely.
it. Yeah.
Like full on integration.
I don't see anything
gotta
bad coming from this, honestly.
Pay for Xbox Live to use Discord.
I don't
on
think.
console?
I don't think so. I don't think
Like,
they'll go
probably
that
not
route.
even that. I don't. Yeah. Like actually, with what you call it? Like with recent moves from Microsoft, they're finally making like party chat and stuff completely free, exclusive,
Oh,
like
it is
away
now?
from.
Yeah.
Not yet. They are going to update it really soon. It's actually in their insiders program currently, but yeah, that is what's rolling out soon. So yeah, it would just probably be like Discord integration, because they did that with their headset. Like if you're in like if you load up like Discord on like your phone and you're in like a conversation, you could boot up your console and you could play
I
game and
understand
hear
what they're
game
doing
audio
now.
and hear Discord audio.
Oh,
They're gonna turn Discord into a streaming site, a game streaming site.
I don't think they would do that so close after the Mixer failure though.
Yeah, but Mixer was a completely new IP. Discord already has the user base.
Yes, well, Mixer was around for a while though before.
It was around for a minute, yeah.
It was around.
Well, it wasn't as.
Yeah,
what he's saying.
Yeah, it wasn't as big.
Yeah,
that's an interesting perspective though. That would be interesting. Like I like re-add like streaming plus like the social aspect to what Discord already is. That would be a smart. I think that would be a smarter move. There's no way that it would compete with something like what you call it, like Twitch, but it would be like a nice first party integrated
compete with that Facebook bull.
Oh yeah, like it would demolish fucking.
Dominic stream on Facebook too. Go follow him.
That's cap.
I'm dead. But yeah, no. I did see like people putting out memes and such for. Oh yeah, what about? Yeah, my bad.
Huh?
I want to see if Yexy even here because he's in here. I guess he ain't here.
Yeah.
But continue.
But a lot there. I was seeing memes like people saying like they were going to kill off Discord because of what happened with Skype. But the thing with Skype, with Skype not being as popular as it was since they purchased it, but the thing with Skype is that they just failed to innovate.
Honestly,
Skype was mainly used for like porn chats anyway. Pay a girl for 10 minutes.
I mean, outside of that,
$50, 10 minutes Skype session.
It's sad that it couldn't hang around because of all the COVID shit too. So in comes Zoom and all that shit.
I mean, no, Skype is still very much around.
I know that, but
it just wasn't. It's not.
Like this should be Skype's bag. People shouldn't, when they think about some shit, they shouldn't go straight to Zoom. You know what I'm talking about?
Skype, for years you had to pay for Skype.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's some fuck shit.
So that's probably why Zoom got the people, because nobody wants to pay to video chat. Something we can do on our phone for free.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit. But yeah,
I don't know if Skype still make you pay
I think
for
it is. I think it's mostly a free service at this point. Mostly.
You pay for a better bit rate or some shit.
Probably, honestly.
That's some fuck. They deserve to die then. But honestly, I don't see any bad things coming from this.
No.
It'll give Xbox peasants a taste of the computer life, I guess. I don't see how much I mean, I guess it would be cool to contact different people and different things, different parties and shit. That'd be cool. Everybody's more migrating overall to Discord anyway. Why people have more groups, more whatever the fuck these are called, channels and shit like that. So that's cool. It's a nice little pick up for them. Integration, I'll be for a whole buyout. I don't know, honestly, but hey, that'll be some interesting shit to look out for. If they do it though, I don't know. I don't like Xbox really controlling a lot of shit. I don't know. It seems like you said with Skype, after they acquired that, it just kind of like.
Well, that was honestly on the part. That was to the fault of the people who own, like, not. Well, I saying the people who own Skype. I mean the
same
people who
developers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like the heads coming over to Microsoft, being underneath Microsoft team, but not really doing anything with the app to make it relevant and compete against its competitors.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I think these Discord people, they do shit with Twitch and everything.
I highly doubt like it would like cut entirely from everything like that. I feel like it would probably just be like Microsoft integration while also like with Microsoft owning them. But I can still see them like branching out and doing different things unless they do what Isaac did suggested and like make some sort of streaming platform. That would be like, again, that would be a very interesting thing. But if they went the other route instead and just kept it as the messaging platform that it is, then I think like, yeah, I feel like Microsoft would still be sort of like the entity that it is currently, because that is what it essentially built itself from.
Okay. I'm with it. Okay. All right. So yeah, once again, I'm going back to what I felt before. It feels like it's just plus on either side. Yeah.
Like when it comes to like general like of news and acquisitions, like this is the one that I would not say is worrisome.
Right.
Like at all.
It's a good thing it's fucking Microsoft and somebody else on some other fuck shit.
Right.
But going off of that, keeping in the gaming realm, Halo, their multiplayer is free. And how do you think that shit will affect sales? Because hold on, because a lot of people, and this goes for me, especially for Call of Duty. I haven't really played a COD story since Ghost, so if they were to release its multiplayer for free, I wouldn't even attempt to buy that story at all. It wouldn't make us any bit of difference for me. So how do you guys feel about it?
Go ahead. You go ahead, Isaac. I've been talking.
Alright, so multiplayer being free, they're just gonna probably give us another season pass thing that they did with Halo 5, and every game seems
so no free DLC?
DLC's free with all Microsoft first party games now. That's the thing, that's a change that they made.
Oh, okay.
But the story mode being free, since it's coming to Game Pass, I imagine the majority of Xbox and PC people are gonna play the story anyway. And most enthusiasts for Halo people, I mean, if you're a Halo fan, you're gonna buy the campaign. You're gonna buy the game just to play the campaign anyway.
Right.
If you're a fringe player,
because I know I am.
Yeah, like we have suspect number one who would.
And if you're a fringe though, like Dominique. See, Dominique might not want to play the Halo campaign, but maybe playing the free multiplayer is gonna convince him to play the campaign.
Yeah.
Since he already played it before anyway. And they're mainly, I'm assuming they're putting the multiplayer for free, and they're gonna have this battle pass and rec system they got from Halo 5. They're probably gonna throw it in the Halo.
Yeah, I don't see that going anywhere. That rec system actually wasn't too bad either.
They're gonna make money off of that.
Yeah.
But
I feel like if the rec. Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry, I was about to speak over. Yeah, exactly. I don't see any negatives of it being free to play either. Like the multiplayer being free to play. I to briefly touch on the rec system thing. I would like it if they kept it to exclusively skins, because with Halo 5 it was weapons and skins. But yeah, I feel like they would probably keep that and then like rebrand it as just like ways of buying like randomized skins, or if not outright buying skins like other free to play games are doing these days. But yeah, no, I don't think that. Yeah, again, like I don't think it's at all going to affect major sales for like this story mode and like for like the base game. Largely because like, well, again, even with it being on Game Pass, actually, that's another thing like that people could look at it affecting sales from that. And actually, I actually was reading an article I could post it in the chat. That actually games that go on the Game Pass, people at Microsoft and Xbox have noticed that people spend 20% more on buying games actually. So like I don't see this actually really affecting that still on that front either. So no, I feel like it's gonna just be like win-win for everybody involved again. Still, with it being like free on console and it also being on PC, like and on Game Pass. So that's going to be like, and probably xCloud. So that's probably going to be rolled out by then. So people are going to be able to play it on a console, on a PC, on a mobile device, and just at like any point. Like, so yeah, like that's going to have that much reach to it. So I feel like it's going to be probably even more successful than we've ever seen Halo in the past.
Basically making it more accessible, pulls more people into, I guess, just basically exposure. Basically, will be paying them.
Now, I don't see this Halo surpassing Halo 3 or Halo 2 or Halo 5. Mainly because this Halo is releasing between the new Call of Duty and the new Battlefield. And the new Battlefield is the Battlefield people have been wanting for years. Modern day Battlefield.
We'd have to see.
I mean,
a lot of people was hyping Battlefield 5, and then niggas wasn't fucking with it. So,
well, honestly, Battlefield 6 though is like we don't know much about Battlefield 6, but the thing about Battlefield 6 that we do know is that this is an older. Well, let's not even talk about that yet. Like setting, like that's not until we get confirmation on things like that, because you never confirmed. I did hear something about Kazakhstan.
I got confirmed from EA in a tweet.
Oh, okay. Well, bet. But what we did see with again with Battlefield 6 though, it has an older, more reputable studio of DICE working on it. It has multiple studios working on it. They pulled Criterion, the people who are going to be making Need for Speed. They delayed Need for Speed to next year to work on Battlefield. They pulled them to work.
I'm glad they got priorities now.
They are throwing resources at this game to make sure that it is the best that it could be.
Perfect.
So it's going to that's going to be a formidable competitor, no doubt. But I still feel like Halo has its like fair share of its marketplace, because even if you look back in 2007 when Halo 3 came out, it competed against Modern Warfare, the original Modern Warfare.
Yeah, but Halo was bigger than Call of Duty at that point.
Yeah, but Modern Warfare is attributed to being the Call of Duty that essentially revolutionized modern first-person shooters.
Yeah. But Halo did lose a lot of face when they showed us that pathetic demo last year.
Yeah.
I think that I think they can double back. How do you feel about this, Bobby, the Halo patron?
What about them making the multiplayer free?
Yeah, how do you feel about this?
I welcome that. I definitely welcome that. Honestly, me personally, being a Halo fan, I still will argue with Isaac on this one. I still personally think Reach is definitely the best Halo, in my opinion. Multiplayer wise, everybody likes 3. I will say that, but really, times are changing. You want to be able to run in the game. Honestly, I hate the fact that there's locked behind the restriction of it being an armor ability, which makes no sense.
I don't think it's armor ability anymore.
Yeah, I say they should take Sprint out of Halo, but he said they should keep it.
It's 2021, bro. You know, I understand. Well, that's a whole different type of like genre in the shooting game.
Wait, what did you say? What was that, Isaac?
I say they should take Sprint out of Halo.
Well, yeah, but then like, what did you compare it to, if I can ask?
I said Overwatch doesn't have sprint, and they're both arena shooters.
It's not the same thing.
Like Overwatch is more of a tighter arena shooter. That's more of like, it has like the typical Overwatch has. I mean, so does Halo. But typical Overwatch has generally a central objective that you stay on and you keep on, and like it's in combination and with it's in combination to the map design as well. And I get that Halo's map design could attribute to it being more of an arena shooter, especially when you look at the older games. But again, I feel like it has to revolutionize to stay with modern FPS. Different from Overwatch, because Overwatch is still, you look at what Overwatch's legacy is, it's largely Blizzard, which, well, that's Blizzard's first person shooter, but it does have like it is still one of like the legacy studios from the 90s when those games were super popular. So for that to be revitalized by them makes sense.
I will say, I feel like if they would to like take it out of the game, it should be its own game mode, like like
I
a
was
separate.
actually thinking that.
Yeah.
So like
That-
old
honestly,
school Halo.
Yeah, it should just be
That would
another
be
game
really
mode.
necessary.
Though, like if you slow it down to a certain point, that kind of defeats the purpose of it being more faster paced to keep up. You're
Mm.
playing SWAT, you're moving slow. How are you going to really keep up? You're playing like
So-
Team Defender. You're like literally walking too slow. You're trying to tie games out better, going fast. You have armor abilities. You have all these other things. At least
Yeah.
in Overwatch, with the armor, with the abilities you use and everything, they are actually can be game changing. There are certain characters that can move faster. So even comparing it to Overwatch, for them having some type of similarity, Overwatch still has some type of advantage because they still
So-
have abilities, and some of the characters do move faster than the others.
This is what I think on that. The most successful Halos were the original trilogy, right?
Yes, sir.
The original trilogies, all of them didn't have sprint in their games.
Yes.
They all had, and their multiplayer maps was designed to make it to where sprint was unnecessary.
Yes, sir.
Then when Halo 4 came out, when they
Reach.
introduced, well, Reach or 4, whichever one you want
It
to
was
take in.
Reach came. Yeah.
But they tried to make it more like Call of Duty, and people would say that was being the decline, started the decline for Halo. Because
I don't think so.
Halo Reach multiplayer was not fun
Four
at all.
was, but not
They had
Reach.
Bloom in the multiplayer. Armor lock was broken.
Of
Sprint
course, then they fixed it.
broken.
I
And
just
then the creator class. I don't know why did Halo have a creator class.
that shouldn't. Yeah, that shouldn't have
kinda
been in there.
something. Honestly,
If
was-
anything,
Yeah,
That's why they. That's
That's
why
that
they
phase
they
of
got
copying
rid of
Call
it.
of Duty.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
really shouldn't
That
have
was
been a
them
thing.
trying
I
to
would
latch on
agree.
to the popularity of
and the
game.
newer
That's
generation
why
of
in
players.
5 yeah, that's why when 5 came out, they
And I'll agree
dialed
with that. It
back a
really shouldn't have been a thing.
Yeah, but they got to keep up.
Unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
You could
That
say
was really
East,
unnecessary.
and you could say Halo 4, Halo 5, or I don't know. I know Halo 5 is hated. The
Mhm.
campaign anyway is hated.
Mm-hmm.
bit. Mhm.
Halo 4 was
And multiplayer though.
Oh,
Woo!
okay.
I love
Yeah.
multiplayer. I love that game's multiplayer. Me and Chris
It
know.
might be good
Mhm.
multiplayer, but
Well, here's the thing
they
though.
had three Halo games in it with sprint, and one of them was to an armor ability.
Well, what?
And those are the those are the three unsuccessful Halos.
Well, here's the
The
thing.
original three that didn't have it.
Well, even then,
It's a
I'm not
whole.
saying
then,
just sprint
like,
itself
don't
is the main
try and
factor.
cut-
No.
Yeah.
I know that, but
Well, if they kept Halo the same, then like
They
how
had
the
to
hell would that
evolve,
work then?
yeah.
Then all the campaigns would be the same.
here's like,
You'd literally
I mean,
be
if it ain't
walking
broke,
very
there's no
slow
need to
during the
it- you know-
campaign.
well,
You should innovate in a system that's not broken.
well, here's the thing. I understand
Okay,
where you're
so
coming.
you're
Hold
saying
on,
like
Bobby.
that,
Hold on,
you
Bobby.
know?
Hold on, Bobby. I see where you're coming from, and I understand. Like if it's broke, don't fix it. Shit gets tiresome. It was becoming a stagnant and worn out IP. Everybody saw that shit happening. They had to keep up. Niggas was playing NW2, Black Ops, all of the other shit. Call of Duty was taking over the FPS market, and for this to be,
Call of Duty is cross-platform.
I know.
Halo-
Hold on, let me finish. I know. And with all that happening, you can play this game on the Xbox and PlayStation. You can only play Halo on that. They had to do something to make it more attractive for their newer audience, more fast-paced. Add these little trinkets and gadgets and shit, and they had to pull it out of like damn near the underground to bring it back in to more of the limelight. So for niggas like younger than us in our fucking age range to fucking play it and shit. That's all I'm saying. So I don't think they're gonna go back to it. If they do, it would be a game mode. And honestly,
I think that's a mistake.
Isn't Halo
to go
3
back to it.
best-selling Halo of all time?
I'm not sure, but it's my favorite Halo though. It is my favorite Halo though.
But really, Isaac, if they did do that, pretty much it'll be equivalent to just all the basketball games where you're pretty much making the same game every year, just updated roster.
This
That's
is what I
pretty much
think.
what it'll
That's
be.
what I think.
You'll be
no
pretty
script
much
would do
selling
for that
Halo
game.
with
Hold
just
on.
updated graphics.
Before that though,
what's the point?
let's use other rebooted. Let's use some of the
Like
rebooted
Resident
franchises that
Evil.
We're not-
actually, yeah.
We ain't gonna
Look
make
at
that Doom one.
Well, not even that though. Yeah, I am gonna make the Doom
You
one
can't-
because you look at Listen, yes, you can. Want to know why? Because it's limited by I can't even say it's limited by technology because like Doom 2 came out around the same time that Quake would come out, and Quake is the lead of movement shooters. You look at modern Doom is more equivalent to the faster pace of the modern interpretation of movement shooters.
Mm-hmm.
That, and when you look at the campaign. It's way more aggressive, more in your face than the older Dooms were.
More
It still
involved.
encourages, and Doom Eternal actually, it's more reminiscent to the older Dooms too, because it encourages, what you call it? It encourages exploration even further with the abilities that you have and with the collectibles and such. And also, you look at Quake. Quake in a large scale form isn't really back, but what Quake Champions? It's still a movement shooter, but it's a hero based movement shooter, obviously taking reference from Overwatch. So look at how those innovate in comparison to what Halo had to do in order to innovate. Halo is one of the biggest forefront FPS of its time, way back 20 years ago. In order to stay on that front,
that's crazy.
Obviously
By the
they
way,
had to copy Call of Duty. Yeah, it's crazy. In order to compete with like games like Call of Duty Battlefield, there has to be some sort of update to the movement system.
Yeah.
You're not going to garner attention from Call of Duty numbers when you're moving like a tank like Halo 3.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to pull numbers. That's not going to pull people in.
Yeah.
They're going to look at that and say, why are you walking that fucking slow?
And they did the same thing with Resident Evil. We had 1, 2, and 3, and it was about time for us to get some new shit. We had 0, all that, the prequels and everything, and we needed some new content. Resident Evil, believe it or not, it was in like critical condition. It was the last time we got a mainline Resident Evil was on the PlayStation 1, Resident Evil 3, right?
Mainline? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
Resident Evil 3, like the main, like the
actual story.
Yeah, so yeah, like the regular, like mainline. Anyway, so we had 3, last one on PlayStation 1. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was created from a demo for Devil May Cry, and it was just like, okay, we can't keep the same tank shit. We got we're out of those old ass, we're not limited by the hardware anymore. We gotta do something that keeps people's attention. We gotta have something that's more intuitive, more better controls, more updated controls. So here comes Resident Evil 4. At the same time, it saved the franchise, but it also killed it, considering what happened 2 games later. Then they had to do the shit again. So
5 was the best Resident Evil game.
Yeah, but what was 6 though? What was 6 though?
Remake came out.
Yeah, exactly.
6 was unplayable. I quit that.
Exactly.
6 was like that. 5 was like the happy middle.
Yeah, 5 was amazing.
Between the older and the newer.
Yeah.
Like what the direction that it was.
Then it had multiplayer.
6, it was too much.
Yeah, it was just like they took it too far. They didn't know where to stop, and at that point, there was nowhere for them to go but to basically reboot again.
If you look at 6, it's a lot like how Halo 4 was. They took it too far in what they felt like where the genre was going. They made it more of an action adventure with.
And they forgot what it was.
Aspects. Yeah, they forgot what made the game what it was. And that's essentially what 343 is finally realizing with Infinite needs.
Bring back dual wielding.
Oh my god! They said that they're not doing dual
wielding.
Not for the kneelers.
They need to bring
Never
it back.
for the kneelers.
I don't know why they took dual wielding out and refused to bring it back in when people want it.
But
yeah, but not for the kneelers. That was ridiculous.
But that's the main. But
I want the needle rifle back. That's what I want.
They got to do a lot of shit. But overall, that's what we're talking about. They had to make necessary change for a stagnant, aging IP that people demanded. I won't say all of us demanded change.
Say Sprint is.
It did a lot. It did a lot.
Halo was stagnant. Halo 3 was not. Halo was not stagnant after Halo 3.
It was a game of
its time.
We'll get 4 then. People, okay. The thing that I noticed that again with the 2 Halos is that 4 people like the story more than multiplayer because the multiplayer was too COD. It had the kill streaks. It had to create a class. It just was too much. With 5, it was the other way around. It's obviously the story was not great.
Yeah, but Dash ruined that one for me.
Okay, I liked it.
I actually liked it too.
I liked it.
That was not.
It's a high risk, high reward move. Dash, you get the shield down and go in for an insta kill, or if their shield was down, it's an insta kill. Get right back.
Wait, what move?
The shield dash.
Yeah, I think that
the shield dash.
Yeah.
A little like boost, and you like run into him.
That move ruined that game competitively for me.
Super melee. But anyway, but all I wanted to say was similar IPs and other genres that had to evolve, they had to step up. They had to do
Oh,
some.
they evolved because of the hardware. I mean, you can count games that was 32-bit versus 64-bit.
No,
versus
nobody.
dual
So,
polygons.
so you're telling me? Hold on, Chris. So you're telling me Resident Evil 4 played like 3? Niggas wouldn't just like, what the fuck is this? Like, nobody on those a PlayStation 2, Xbox, and GameCube wants to sit here and play no fucking game with tank controls. And you're seeing other games in the horror genre like Fatal Frame and all that shit. You actually get to control. Nigga, that's the 90s. That's the 90s. That's back in the day. This is a newer genre. This is a newer genre. This shit didn't have fucking. They didn't have tank controls.
Uncharted 1 versus A Thief's End play all the exact same way.
Well, that's third-person action adventure. Like that's a completely different genre, though. That's completely different take on.
That's what Resident Evil is.
Resident Evil are third-person horrors, and like they've
6 was action event.
Because so they had to change it.
Exactly.
Because that wasn't Resident Evil.
It was straying too far away. It went from after 6. Look at what 7 is. It's a first-person, slower-paced horror game.
It resembles more of a Resident Evil game, and it represents the genre more than what this fucking Michael Bay ass shit was a game before.
So what y'all saying is
they had to change.
Halo should go back to the original.
Oh my God.
With a slightly change up.
How is that original? Even the first Resident Evil is a third-person horror game, but like let's jump 6 games later to 7, and it's now a first-person horror game. It's resonating back to what the original felt like horror-wise. It made the player from it. Okay.
So I'm trying to. So you saying
I don't
Halo
know
6
describe it, but
it's similar but different.
So Halo 6 should be similar to Halo 1 but different.
That's
what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do. That they are saying like that the 343's rhetoric for Infinite is that it is a spiritual reboot. So they are trying to emulate how the game was back with the original game by innovating it further while keeping its original spirit.
Yes, sir.
Spirit of the original.
I have no idea how they can save that story that they ruined in 4 and 5, but if they can do it, they can.
That's why they're bringing back the brutes and such.
Aren't they bringing back the flood too?
I'm talking about the little Cortana story.
I don't know about the flood.
Going on.
Like they've essentially they've sidelined the Cortana stuff essentially.
Like that storyline is unsavable. She over here digitizing whole worlds and solar systems.
Yeah. And I agree that them going that way was getting too much, and that's what they realized too, and that's why they like even in the trailers and like all the news that you see, me personally, I haven't seen a word about Cortana, like not a word about Cortana.
She was in that little trailer when he
didn't she like greet him or some shit?
Deliver a Hope trailer. Right, when she was talking about him and he pulled out his little AI chip.
John, what a big dick you have. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, Cortana's in this Halo, I know that. Or an AI that's supposed to be like Cortana replacements in this Halo since they showed it in their little gameplay.
Okay, I'll have to look at it again because I don't remember it. My bad.
I will too because I don't remember that.
That Deliver Hope trailer, whatever it is. Not the little gameplay demo.
Is it the one where the nigga wipes the glass?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
At the end of that one, you get to see him walking up to like an AI thing and him pulling out his little AI chip.
Oh, okay.
But even what I was gonna say though, quickly, was that even if you look at that trailer, when we were talking about sort of like old and new, when it came to game mechanics, even though it does have like the sprint still, it does seem to be still sort of like them trying to sort of innovate even further. Yeah, the grapple hook and
Doom already did that though.
Well, yeah, obviously, but they're trying to emulate essentially the things that inspired them and further it. I don't know. We'll see.
When are we gonna say Master Chief is basically Doom guy?
I mean, they're under the same branch now, so they're under the same umbrella now.
I want to see that id Software Halo. Forget 343.
Ooh, I mean,
that's what I want to see.
The id collab.
We get that Master Chief can give him that Doom guy armor, or Doomslayer.
I feel like that would be some DLC. Honestly,
Like legit.
it's on the like and make that shit like $90. That you're missing out on. You're missing
That
out on money,
looks
bro.
like-
I'd buy it.
That looks like
I'd
level
buy it.
100 on the battle pass.
For real. Speaking of Battle Pass, do you think Halo will get a Battle Royale?
Oh, battle royale?
Yeah.
No, I don't see
I
that
see
happening.
it. Yeah, I see it.
You know, you play as a no-named UNSC fucking dude, you know, hop out, you know, you go out there try to evac the little area, bro.
Well, they
I
already sold
don't
their,
wanna
they already
s-
sold their soul there in Fortnite, so it don't matter anymore.
I think the Battle Royale phase in the game world is ended, where every
I
game
don't
wanted
wanna
Battle
say-
Royale.
Yeah. Well, the
I
thing
can
is
see them
though, look
attempting
how
it, but
successful Warzone is though. Like, okay, I don't want to say a battle royale, but I can see them doing like some sort of large scale combat thing, and that's what I want.
They got that though.
They
got
do.
that
They hit in the last
Warzone.
one.
Bigger than that. Bigger than that. Not 20. That was
big
like
team
what, 20 something
attrition,
people. I'm
50
talking
50
100
attrition,
or 200 people.
200
150
people attrition.
I want Halo Wars, but an actual
Oh,
game.
now there's only
Actual
that
war.
won't happen because they have to pair it for the original Xbox One.
That's right.
So that won't happen. So
I mean, hope.
until they drop the old hardware, it won't ever happen.
You see, I don't think they'll do a battle royale. And honestly, if they were to jump in, I would think it would be a little too late. But I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know.
You gotta be free. Can't be like Battlefield.
Oh, of course, it has to
Pay
be
people
free.
Buy the game.
Yeah, because you see, Warzone's free. Like, at the end of the day, it's all competition. If you make that shit paid, you already lost.
Except PUBG. PUBG is thriving on PC still.
Well, I know that. That's because it came first. That's because. But here's the thing. But
It's like over a billion.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's free on mobile.
But
But
one-
PC got still.
I know that, but once you already got PUBG, you got Warzone, you got Apex, you got Fortnite still here, bro, and you make your shit and you release it, you have to pay for it. You already knocked out like 99% of your people. A lot of niggas will just buy a game or pick up a game just because it's free. I wouldn't have tried 3-on-3 freestyle if that shit wasn't free.
Yeah.
If I had to pay to play,
The multiplayer is already free, so it
Yeah.
makes sense for it.
yeah. But it literally it has to be free. And then once you know, if they do that, I don't know if it'll overtake anything, but it will
It'll be a
compete.
concept. I don't know how serious people would actually play it though.
Ah,
Because I
niggas,
believe
man.
Halo is the social games and the rank.
Yeah, but like here's the thing. Lots of casual niggas, like I said, will pick up anything if it's free. Once the game gets like a little buzz, niggas will just play it just to play it on stream and shit. People will be attracted to it just for the main fact that it's you don't have to pay anything for it. Niggas are gonna play that game with the IP attached to that. People gonna play it. People was out here
Well-
clamoring for that JoJo Battle Royale, but you had to pay for it. It's only in arcades for some fucking reason.
That's some weird stuff.
Yeah, but if it was free, that'd be different. But you know,
Well, we'll be able to tell if this new Halo trash or good within like the first minute of playing it.
I feel like let's
I
get
don't
it.
think you need that long to determine if a game's gonna be good or bad.
Yeah. I will. One thing I can say, they at least Microsoft is 343 is willing to pull the game back because you know we didn't like that shit. Now if they were to keep that shit rolling, that would have been a flop.
That game was, that gameplay demo was on PC though too, right?
It was on PC as well.
It was on PC. They were saying a PC that's equivalent to what the Xbox Series X is,
I mean,
and it looked that bad.
yeah, at the time, yeah, it was not ready for it. It was not ready.
Yeah.
Like I like mechanically what they showed off, and I thought like even I wish it.
It did what Cyberpunk should have did.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Reoptimize
they
that
didn't.
bug. That's what they need.
But yeah, no. Them showing the resilience and like the care that they want to take with this and holding off whole year, and actually at the to release it, that was good on 343. And actually toward the beginning of the year, they actually said that they pretty much wrapped development, and like they're taking most of the year to just polish to make sure that everything is proper.
If only everybody did that.
will Halo have ray tracing?
Yeah, I feel like
certainly.
I feel like it will. Just for a game like that, boy, you would be dropping a big ass ball if it didn't. I can't see Halo without that. If COD got it, that wasn't even a question. It's just like, yeah, we got ray tracing.
Ray trace shadows.
Well, I mean, I know that, but it still has ray tracing to some degree. I feel like Halo, at the the prestige Halo has, that bitch is gonna have some form of ray tracing. I would like complete ray tracing, but I feel like it will have something, considering this is a first party in-house title, so they're gonna put as much love as they can into it. This ain't no third party shit. This is Microsoft themselves. This is their baby. You know, this is their Mario, so they have no choice.
About Gears of War. It's all about Halo.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie, Jalen can beat my ass, but I was never interested in Gears.
I don't care about Gears of War at all. I want to be. It's only Halo's the only like true exclusive Xbox has to me.
Damn.
I don't care about Gears of War at all.
I'm the only one who really likes Gears here. I'm gonna be honest.
Jalen don't like it? Oh, you talking about
no, I
here,
mean,
yeah, in the podcast, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, I actually confessed this to Jalen when we were playing 5, and I said between 4 and 5, I felt like Collation was dealing a better job at Gears than they were doing with Halo.
Damn.
I mean, when you look at how much they've been trying to innovate with the franchise, plus story, quality of story, which I get the story for Gears is it's not something you're writing home about. But it's not bad. It's really not a bad story. Pretty solid effort. But I professed and said I felt like they were doing a better job with the IP from Epic than what Coley R 343 was doing from Bungie. And I stick by that.
Okay.
I hope that Infinite moves in a different direction and proves me hey, whoa, hey, this is amazing now. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, it's I just don't care about Gears. There's really nothing they can do to make me care about that.
It's when you look at it on the surface, it's just a cover-based shooter. Honestly, and
it's my turn.
That's already a cover-based.
Talking about Gears.
Go in, Bobby.
No, a cover-based shooter though is already not.
Hold up there, partner.
Go ahead, Bobby. You're biased because you played that one trash Gears clone.
I played. It's good.
Gears clone,
awful.
but Bulletstorm.
Two things about Judgment. Judgment is essentially the Halo 4 of Gears, and what we were all talking about with all these different fucking games. Because two things: different developer outside of 343 and Epic, and they tried to modernize it with its controls and its multiplayer focus, which was very fucking stupid because the only multiplayer mode there was a free for all, which Gears is a team-based game. But that's a whole new topic for a whole other fucking podcast.
Well,
anyway,
Chris, I played 2 Gears games, 1 and 2. I was not impressed.
Okay.
I was not impressed.
Like I said,
really, honestly, first one, you get turned around to in that game for me.
You get turned around.
I think Gears 2 is amazing.
Wait, I didn't know what.
I think that's the one. I think that was the one we was all playing at one time. I think we was all playing Gears 2 together because I remember I got a copy of it somewhere.
Even with we're at 5, and I agree. 2 is still the best.
The only thing I didn't like is actually just running. That's one of the main problems I had in there. I just be running. I just don't like how you control it. It just seems weird.
Yeah. That's fair.
I want to be in control of my running, not slightly leaning my stick just to actually slightly turn. I need to be in control.
So you didn't really just enjoy the controls. Also, Jalen was in chat for a second. I saw him.
No, really, I really don't like the controls all that well. I don't like the scheme. That's one of my biggest gripes about it. Honestly, I didn't even understand what was going on. All I do, I was shooting shit. That's all.
At the end of the day, it's all that matters.
Hey, look, really, honestly, I feel like you watch GTA, right?
What's up?
You watch the TV shows on GTA, right?
No.
All right, you know what? Never mind, man.
I have
the
space one, nigga.
This is one TV show, the Space Marines one.
Oh my god.
That's pretty much what it's like for me. I ain't know what to do.
Damn.
I feel feel like that's the thing about Gears though. It seems like it has like that macho bravado because it's dudes that with necks about thicker than a fucking tree trunk. But
Exactly.
it's
That's what it felt like.
also has some heart to its story. Even if it's some of the most even if it is a bit it's not turning on waterworks, it's not winning awards, but it shows that there is some sort of care to act the story. It's not just go here, take cover, shoot this. There is an actual like care to the story, even if it's not winning awards. The newer ones actually are a
I
little
just
more
never felt a game that
like
actually screams America whenever I play it. That's all all it feels like when I'm playing it.
and I see I don't get that from Gears though. I like I don't know. I just don't understand that. Like, what do you like? I don't know. I guess
Huh?
it's just difference. I don't know.
I
I
don't.
just don't. I personally don't get that from Gears.
For me, the
Nothing
gameplay
personal.
just
I
wasn't
just
for me.
personally,
That was about it.
Yeah,
I
it
just
just
didn't enjoy the
that's
gameplay.
that's my main thing is mainly the gameplay. But
no, and that's understandable,
Yeah.
especially with like it's very it's not like yeah like especially when it comes to the campaign experience. It literally is take cover, shoot, kill them, move on, and with the occasional boss fight,
yeah, what's the little juggernaut thing? I forgot
which
what that
aren't
thing
hard.
was called. The thing that
Like I
can't
actually
see.
like there are yeah
Thing.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm gonna say there are some interesting fights because of that, especially when it comes to the berserker
Mm-hmm.
because the berserker
That
is
is
blind.
interesting. I will say that. That actually, honestly, I'm not. I've never been that scared to fight any boss in a game like
Yeah,
that.
the
Like,
berserker
they
berserker
couldn't see me
fights
if
are
I make too much
really
noise. All I heard was roar, and it's running at me. I'm like, oh my god, hold up! You got to fight that thing in a tight corridor, and I'm sitting there sweating. I'm like, oh my god! I had
Mm-hmm.
to pray. I'm like, oh, is this the one? And then she kills me. It's a girl. I'm
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. Like, I was
There
that was
are
crazy.
female locusts.
The fuck. Anyway,
I'm
going.
sitting there getting chased by a nemesis thing.
I
Like, what is that?
I don't think.
Oh yeah, the nemesis pods. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No. But
This is so crazy.
staying on the gaming topic. Apparently there's supposed to be another Titanfall? Question mark.
Okay. Mm, okay. What is this source? Don't get me too.
If I'm not, I swear I saw
saw it.
something by
No,
EA.
I saw it
Okay.
too. Like, I don't know if it was real
There's
or not.
two big things that I've seen recently, even like regarding what you call it, and that's EA recently gave their studios more control over the IP that they can do. So
Yeah,
they're
I saw
literally
that.
leaving their studios to work on whatever IP they want. B, apparently Apex in the next season has a character and or is possibly introducing Titans. I'm how the hell is this gonna work?
Mm.
But I so badly do want a new Titanfall.
Do you think it's do you think it will be the right time for it in this current gaming climate to have another Titanfall?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
because I feel like Titanfall isn't it is a big budget AAA shooter, but it doesn't have the big budget AAA audience. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think like it never has. But I think with the popularity of Apex, you will get more people doing so because I say that because with Apex actually coming out, there was a resurgence in Titanfall 2.
Mm.
And there is with the titles coming to PC, well, PC via Steam because they were locked on Origin prior. With them being on when they launched on Steam, those saw sales, like quite a bit of sales. So it shows that there's certainly interest in the IP.
Mm-hmm.
I would fucking love a Titanfall 3. Again, I'm biased because I like
Ain't nothing wrong with Titanfall. Nothing wrong with
constantly
Titanfall.
yeah, I think about this all the time. The one FPS that I go back to and constantly play of like this previous generation, Xbox One, PS4 generation, was Titanfall 2. Like
Mm.
I fucking love Titanfall 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I say like there is an audience. There still is a console player base, and people like again with the resurgence of Apex. So I think like a Titanfall 3 would be viable.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think that it would be viable.
So you think if they were to make one, that would be the best time, considering Apex
Yeah.
is moving along? Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay.
I feel like if they need to converse like the big issue with Titanfall 2 again with it the reason why it didn't sell as well as it really could have is it got what Isaac is fearful of, or not fearful, but what Isaac suggested what happened with Halo,
Yeah.
and that is it was sandwiched between
Ooh, yes.
Battlefield 1 and
Infinite.
Call of Duty Infinite, or
Yeah.
Infinite.
Yeah.
That that massacred that game's sales, like
Mm-hmm.
literally
I
weeks,
still
like
bought it.
in between. I still bought it too,
Yeah,
but
but
it got
It was worth
massacred
every penny.
because of that.
it's like you got two of the biggest juggernauts, then here comes a unproven, for the most part, IP. Come and play me. I'm good.
Like, well, Titanfall 1 was really good. A lot of people like Titanfall 1, but the
Mm-hmm.
reason why it didn't sell as much,
Smart
or it
result.
wasn't as popular, two things: it didn't have a campaign, and well, largely
Smart
because it
pistol.
didn't have a campaign. Um, Two, there's like, okay, we'll do that and we'll innovate. It lacked some content in the multiplayer too. It wasn't the most content heavy game. But Titanfall 2 came out, they doubled down on multiplayer content and they added a story that most people who played the story absolutely loved the story.
Hmm.
They can do so much with stories. Like honestly, all these there are different factions and everything. Like how we were talking about with
Oh
if they
yeah.
made a movie, if they made a
Yeah,
movie, they can do
exactly.
so much with this. Like this, honestly, they have a lot of potential.
It
This
does.
they
It
do.
really
They
does.
can
It
do
has
so much.
Okay,
so
okay.
I feel like I feel like yeah, there would be reason to make it for the sake that how even though it was initially an underdog in sales, Titanfall 2 is revered as one of the better FPS to come out within this generation, and with the popularity of Apex, a Titanfall 3 would be viable. I feel like that would be successful.
Yeah, yeah, cause when's the new Battlefield dropping?
Later this year, like they're shooting for holiday this year.
Okay. Well, hopefully they realize their past mistake, and they wouldn't have to worry about having the fucking a separate game. I forgot my cat was still in here. Having a separate game, have to low key like revive the fucking franchise and bring more people to play it.
Yeah, with again that would be EA's second large FPS behind Battlefield. I feel so. I think that it would make sense for it to be within the off season of Battlefield. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It takes about 2 years to make a Battlefield.
Mhm.
So release Battlefield 1 year, Titanfall 3, Battlefield next year.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that
Okay.
to do.
That's a nice little rotation. Isaac, how do you feel about this?
I mean, if it's true, it'd be good. If it's true, it depends when I launch it. They would probably have to launch this joint in the spring.
Yeah, they have to be very selective. Very selective.
This thing
Oh yeah,
can't get
because
launched in the fall.
Call of Duty. Stay away from Call of Duty. Like, I mean, unless it's like a sledgehammer Call of Duty. No Call of
Unless they feel like they're gonna make another Advance War.
because
But
like the next Call of Duty is a
well,
sledgehammer title.
there's
So
rumored to be made another World War II Call of Duty. That's
what
what
you're
it's rumored
saying
to be.
is, well, I don't even know. Like if they're not competing with any major FPS, they still got the fall, but I don't know.
Call of
That's
Duty. Who the fuck said that? I hope not.
that's
God damn, bro. I'm tired of this old shit. Damn.
yeah.
Jesus.
Old is interesting because like the reason why is because the reason why people were wanting old so much is because they saw the direction that Call of Duty was going and FPS was going, so they wanted to revert to something that was familiar.
I'd rather
And
have that shit be modern. I'm not here nigga be shooting fucking fucking slingshots and throwing spears now. What the fuck?
I'm dead, or at least a more interesting time period. Like you always would say, like like Battlefield in Vietnam. That would be cool as fuck, and
Damn.
I agree.
Yeah.
But like be more interesting in where we're fighting. Like, like even modern, I get it. Like, well, for most part, it was always Russia. But like, if
Mm-hmm.
this new battlefield is set in like the Middle East is still sort of tired out at
Why,
this
why don't they
point.
just create their
But
own fucking war or do something? But we don't have to have shit go by the book. It's not hard to have badass, motherfucker doing this, so we gotta go stop him. Like, come on, bro.
yeah, no.
Getting tired of seeing the same shit. And what more can we do with World War II?
Yeah, at this I feel like World War II is it's having a resurgence in PC gaming from what I've seen, and that's largely because a lot of them are more hardcore FPS. Yeah, I say that because there's games like there's actually one game that's free for the weekend called Hell Let Loose. That's super popular,
Hmm.
and Postscriptum. That's another super popular one.
Hmm.
But not super popular, but neat, like sort of
Yeah,
popular.
it's got a following.
Yeah, but not on the giant scale of AAA. Like it's not viable. I keep saying viable. It's not as appealing as it once was.
Yeah.
Not like yeah, no, it's not. It's not where it was.
It's like when we first got World War II from COD World War II. It was a slight breath of fresh air because I was getting tired of seeing niggas breakdancing on the wall and shit and lasers. It wasn't Call of Duty, and I'm glad that we continued going down the more modern route, more realistic gunplay and shit. But I thought we was gonna keep this shit modern for at least a few titles. So we just say here we get Black Ops Cold War and we get Modern Warfare reboot and back to using these nasty ass guns and shit and use these nasty ass sights and shit and no viable fucking score streaks again.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I really enjoyed from World War II was the war game mode.
I mean, yeah.
I rarely played multiplayer. It was just
No.
war. So, what you gonna say?
No, I said War was solid. War was a solid.
Yeah, it was I wish they actually did some shit like that, in these other games. But it's just like once again we've seen World War II so many times now with not just COD. I don't want to see the same shit happen over and over again, and I don't want to see the gunplay, the weapons in that game were just disgusting. The shit was dumb. It was goofy as hell, and for us to have something with Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War to just double back and go back several fucking wars back to that, just fuck everything else. Why is it so attractive, and who the fuck's been asking for this?
Yeah.
I'm all for a modern COD, but I don't want this shit again. It's been 2 games. Why the fuck do we need to go back? It's been 2 games.
I feel like the benefit for Call of Duty is that with them having these 3 studios, I feel like they should have the benefit of being able to bounce between various eras. Like Infinity Ward, you do modern. Black Ops, do whatever the weird shit that you guys are doing,
Yeah.
whether it's Cold War or
Futuristic,
and,
yeah.
If it's every 3 years that you get a World War II COD, I think what do you say about that then? If they keep
No.
or some sort of old, you think that's still too frequent?
A older COD, specifically World War II, no. If I get something like Vietnam,
Well, okay. I was gonna say, well, not like I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was that what if they essentially did the World War II thing, but I feel like again how World War II was, it was gameplay wise, it was still it's if you go back and play it, it feels like an older Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what if they approached World War II how if Sledgehammer approached World War II or the past, how and made a game that felt mechanically and was mechanically and in a whole new different engine, different how Modern Warfare was to the Modern Warfare genre. You know what I mean?
I honestly, I don't like the
It's just
what the time period brings weapon wise. Just we've already seen all the lore the World War II's brung. There's nothing new for us to see. We're gonna get variants of weapons that we've already seen. Now, like an aftermath type thing in between World War II, what happened after that? That would be a nice little transition type game, like a mix of more modern games. You still got the older shit too. That would be cool. But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But just keeping this, having this shit like still here, is still having World War II shit. You got the same shit. You got the fucking Sten. You got your fucking M1 Garand again. You got all this shit. You're fucking, yeah. It's tiring. I'm getting tired of seeing it. Molotovs and shit. Fucking Dragon's Breath on shotguns. It's just been, it's goofy. I liked how they tried to do like the little like class system, how like certain people could do certain shit. That was cool. What was that shit called? I don't know, but you could like, you know what I'm talking about, like, you know, like the airborne shit, the other people, like basically the different sects of the military, they had their own thing.
That was World War II.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What they did in World War II.
That was the division.
Yeah, the division shit. That was cool. That they can bring that back in some form.
I thought that was terrible.
Now it was cool as it was something different. It was terrible in the way that it like removed certain shit.
Perks?
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, that was trash. If they did something else, you
and Black Jacket was exclusive just to one of those divisions, so everybody ran that division.
Yeah, I like the idea, but the whole execution was just.
What Call of Duty is, it just doesn't work as well because it's trying to diversify the gameplay it's trying to diversify gameplay so alien to what the genre is used to, or not the genre, what the franchise is used to, and modern perspective. Like you look at look at the older Black Ops is before. Oh no, like look at before Cold War, Black Ops 2 or 3 through just 3 and 4. That sort of was that sort of quote unquote class based thing, but that's only class based because it didn't restrict
the supers and shit.
Just the supers.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't really affect gameplay as much as say like only perks, only this division. You know?
Yeah.
Like that was, I feel like that is too radical of a change for the franchise because that's going to turn a lot of Call of Duty players off. That's for the general breadth of Call of Duty players. That's too much thinking into what's going into the class.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is that it's too much forward planning. You know what I mean?
The meta. Yeah.
Yeah. Too much more of a meta.
Yeah.
And that doesn't fit all too well for what it
for COD. Yeah, if it was a different game, yes, a different title, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. But it just did too much, and for a game that people really wasn't really fucking with, they did it in the wrong game and in the wrong title, and they did it the wrong way. But the idea of it on paper is very interesting, very attractive. Yeah, but if they
also with Call of Duty 2021 rumors, I'm seeing two things. One, that it could be set in the 50s during the Korean War, and two, it's set in the 50s where in all history where World War II never ended.
Damn. That's interesting. See, that's I like that. I like that. I like that. Not just World War II again. Like, look, I'm getting tired of seeing that shit. That would be cool. A never-ending fucking war, and the fucking technology has upgraded and it's changed during wartime, my nigga. Come on, bro.
That would be interesting. I'm seeing
Hitler's still here.
From Games Radar. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
that sounds really fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's interesting. See, I mean, yeah,
it's on some Wolfenstein type beat, but you know,
for real, that's for real. Like that's what I want. People have that's why I love Wolfenstein. People have done World War II so many ways, the same way that I hate looking at that shit. Like I hate sharks. I fucking hate sharks because like they're all basic. They're all the same. Every time some shark related pops up, it's the same shit. Then Sharknado dropped, and it was different, and I liked it. Anyway, so then here's Wolfenstein. It's World War II way in the fucking future still, but guess what? You got all this fucking technology, all this shit. It's cyberpunk-esque. There's so much shit thrown in the lore of Wolfenstein, and it's just so fucking amazing. So them doing that, the 50s and the World War II still hasn't ended. It's the World War II at its core, but it's still advanced to the point where basically what the fuck Call of Duty wants it to be at, technology-wise at that point. That's an interesting idea. I just want to see how they execute it. But I'm really getting tired of just seeing the same shit day in and day out, but with a shinier coat. I wasn't, for real. Like it's tiring, and niggas was confused why niggas didn't like World War II.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
like for real, the fuck. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about it.
And hopefully we do see it soon. And if I hope I'm like this set like that would be interesting, and I do hope like Sledgehammer ends up. I have a feeling the reason it took so long for Black Ops to be shown off because they switched developers.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "Hey Treyarch, please," and then like that's why Cold War is Cold War.
Right.
But hopefully we do. They like I have a feeling it's probably gonna like trail Battlefield news. They're like Battlefield news. Oh, Call of Duty news. We'll see.
Because
But
Battlefield got a way that comeback. We've been waiting.
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, with five was a misstep. And I even somewhat like five. I get the frustrations with five. I really fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, five was a misstep for Dice. So they really do have to prove themselves with six. So it's gonna be them proving themselves again. Like, hey, we're back at it. We're hitting Battlefield with hard, and Call of Duty Sledgehammer is going out there. Hey, say like, hey, we're still on sort of World War II, but we're innovating. And like,
That's what I need.
They gotta Sledgehammer themselves have to prove themselves because they've made some of the most divisive Call of Duties.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced Warfare, World War II, this one. Actually, Modern Warfare 3, Advanced Warfare, World War II, in this one.
Mm-hmm. If they so badly want to stroke World War II, at least do something different. Do something, please. Is it gonna be a sequel to World War II?
No idea. Like I have to actually.
Who played the campaign? Did y'all play the campaign?
No.
World War II.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good. That's all I can say. It was actually pretty decent.
I know that there's a train crash scene that's way over the fucking top. That's all I know. Like people make fun of that damn scene. That's all I know.
COD campaign.
Isaac, did you play it?
I didn't beat it.
No.
I don't care enough. It was boring. The campaign had manual healing.
I mean, it was something different. It was cool. I didn't mind it. It was more like a simulation, because that's how it is in real life.
Manual healing, but the multiplayer doesn't.
I mean, at least he didn't put it in both games, and they ended up doing it somewhat in the game later anyway.
I mean, Black Ops 4 had manual healing.
That's what I'm saying. They did it in some way, shape, or form in the later game.
It was reminiscent to like older World War II games, like
the old conflicts and shit.
Not when I say manual healing, I mean you have to like find health packs.
Yeah.
Not like actually like heal.
Yeah, I know.
And it was like it's reminiscent sort of like the older Medal of Honor games. Like I'm
not
thinking,
gonna let y'all give the worst Call of Duty made in the past few years clout.
The story is pretty good.
Had the worst multiplayer I've ever played.
Yeah,
it was buggy for 6 months.
That's what we're not arguing that. We're not arguing that. I said that earlier. I said these niggas. Then people were wondering why niggas hated World War II. But the
score streak system, my nigga.
I know.
Kills did.
Isaac, I know. Isaac, I know.
I just took a vote on Twitter asking the community, do they want it bumped up to 100? Everybody, and it was like 90% to yes, and they said now community wants it at 70.
I was dumb as fuck, but we're not disagreeing with you. I just want to say the only saving grace of that game was the steps they tried to take. The ideas were decent, but the way it executed was disgustingly trash. The story was actually pretty good. Chris McKenzie hates that fucking game, and I think Levi hated that game a lot too. But they can still say that the story was at least playable. It was pretty damn decent. I enjoyed playing it more than Ghost Story. I'll tell you that.
That's a little hard.
Play World War II story.
You haven't?
I said you.
I have.
World War II?
Yeah, I have. Well, I didn't beat it, but I played it. It was pretty decent.
World War II is the first Call of Duty where I didn't finish the campaign.
Really? Well, that was the worst one. I didn't finish the campaign either, but it was still pretty decent to me. It was also punishingly hard. You played the highest difficulty, unless Levi was just shitting the bed. But then again, I don't know. Anyway, I
play all the CODs at veteran.
Yeah, but one thing I can say, the game World War II had some decent ideas on the table, and it has some decent, they wanted. I guess it was the shit was in the right place in their heart. It was in the right spot. They had the right idea for the most part. I actually enjoyed the little hub world. I forgot what the fuck it was called, with their little hub world in the menu. That was actually pretty fun, pretty cool.
Watch people open loot boxes.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like I hated the game, but we had some slight memories on that game. It was actually pretty decent. Well, the memories at least.
You couldn't party up with people
for like a couple months or some shit like that. Yeah, I remember.
And every time you partied up with a person, only the host could at the classes and everybody else couldn't do anything.
Yeah, like that game was ass. Yes, but there was some things in the game outside of the initial gameplay and story was pretty decent. So if they can look back at that and change that, I don't want a World War II Part 2 essentially, but if they can implement the ideas they had from that game into a more updated game and make it less make it less unbalanced and more playable and less buggy at launch, and I had to wait for paint jobs for like 12 fucking months until the other game comes out, and you give us paint jobs, I'm all for it. That's just me though, but niggas, they will learn that. They'll learn their lesson. What you got to say, Chris?
Nothing. I was just saying, like, I was just sort of gonna echo, like, yeah, ideas were there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just terrible ass. Just terrible.
You don't get clout for thinking of something and failing to achieve it.
I mean,
if that's the case, then we should give Cyberpunk a pass.
Well, I'm not giving COD a pass though. I'm not giving it a pass.
You can't. I'm not letting you big up that game.
I'm not big up. I told you I hated the shit too. I told you I hate World War II games in general, but I'm willing to point out pluses that the game had, although it was a flaming piece of shit. Like how we did with fucking the Snyder Cut. I didn't like the movie, but I did point out certain things that they did good. You sound like Devon right now.
World War II did better than any other.
They didn't. It's the ideas that they had that I enjoyed. Shit was trash.
The thing that they put into that game was the divisions the people hated. And they hated the divisions so bad that they had to roll back the divisions to where it was basically pointless anyway.
That's all I got to say. Shit was trash, but yes. But the ideas on the table that they had, the ideas that they wanted to create, but they did not know how to execute the proper way. The hub was not that shit. It was small, but it was pretty cool. I didn't have a problem with it. Then you could do all the little shit.
Like month 7 though.
Nah, it worked like it wasn't that long.
The game, the hub worked. The game came out. The hub didn't work, so they would just throw you into the hub by yourself.
It was like I wouldn't say it was 7 months until we started seeing other players.
They took it out the game because it was not working, and they put it back in the game in April.
I don't remember it happening that way.
That's exactly how it happened.
I don't know.
The hub was out the game for months.
Well, it still doesn't dismiss the fact that it was a welcome idea, although they didn't execute it properly. It's not like they just removed the whole menu system. The menu was still there, but in between that, here's the hub world. And you could do all those little activities and shit. There's a whole Easter egg hunt.
There's been like 4 Call of Duty since then.
Yeah, but
None of them had it.
Well, that's their decision. But there was the whole.
The next Sledgehammer one won't have it either.
I mean, if they had it and the shit worked off top, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem. I mean, if there's still a basic menu system that you can navigate through, as well as the hub world.
They put the hub in there just so people can call in the loot boxes and open them in front of everybody.
And people,
it was a whole system designed to get people to buy loot boxes.
Oh well. I mean, it didn't get me to buy any fucking thing. It was just cool to see niggas get the same shit 3 times in a row. Them loot boxes were fucking trash. But
you might have bought, not have bought, but I know tons of people bought that.
Yeah, like if Keontae was active that time, I'm sure he would have. But what I'm saying, World War II, although it was a terrible game, it had some slight saving graces. Although it didn't save them from the dumpster fire at all, it was still interesting ideas that I wouldn't mind seeing in another game if they was executed properly. That's all I got to say.
As the resident diehard Call of Duty player in this podcast, I don't want to see anything that World War II implemented in their games again.
Damn, nothing.
They
Nothing.
don't need to balance that game like that again. They don't need to make a game like that again.
It didn't even interest you in, like it didn't even like, this is interesting. You didn't like it, but
I put World War II down faster than any other Call of Duty.
that is true. I can do the same thing.
Yeah, honestly, I think I made it like a month or two.
You did,
And
you dropped out
3
early
months.
as fuck.
I own
3
every
months and I
single
was
Call
done.
of Duty past COD 4. I
Mm-hmm.
bought every single one. I played. I've hidden. Well, I don't believe in prestiging anymore like I used to. So I don't.
Yeah, I never did to begin with. We can continue.
But I got tons of.
True.
I got at least 30 days in all the Call of Duties I've played.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that game, I probably only got like 3 days playtime in it.
Mm-hmm.
They put all that stuff in there for casual players and hold the hardcore fan base, which is why the game is considered a fall off of Call of Duty.
I mean, I feel like if that meta or if what that was took off, I'm sure. I don't think that would be the. I don't want it to be the norm of Call of Duty. I feel like that would be its own little niche thing, like how the Black Ops how they had supers and shit, and then we just stopped seeing them, until we saw like the next iteration of that shit. There's that, but I mean, I know like the way you said it, like of course you put it was your least played COD basically and all that shit. I understand it was also my least played COD, but at the same time, if they were to balance that shit out more effectively and not just take away whole gadgets that would leave you fucked, especially in war, you basically had to switch a whole different specialization just so you can get a fucking flash grenade or some shit like that. That was trash, yes. Maybe different guns in general, maybe like different, I don't know, I don't know. This would, my bad, you can go, Chris.
That's a fair point that Dominique's making though, because each of the modern Call of Duties have their sort of hook to them.
Mm-hmm.
Sledgehammer needs their hook.
All right, so back with the supers and specializations and Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 have.
Mm-hmm.
People didn't like them in Black Ops 4 so much that they built a whole separate playlist to where that stuff wasn't even in the game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Modern Call of Duty, modern Infinity War Call of Duties are just modern day. Well, now they are just modern day shooters.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point with War. This is what Sledgehammer is so brain dead as a developer studio that Activision had to step in and tell them niggas not to make another futuristic Call of Duty and make a World War II one instead.
No, that's what
these niggas was trying to give us another Advanced Warfare after 4 years of futuristic Call of Duties.
He was getting tired of that shit.
And these brain dead developers about to make another one. They were really about to kill off Call of Duty with that trash that they was about to put out. The Call of Duty fan base was so eager to play anything that wasn't a futuristic jetpack wall running Call of Duty that World War II came on. We bought that up. Then we played World War II. We seen that one division had access to suppressed submachine guns, infinite sprint. One division had access to flak market, tac, and the tac mask. And I can't remember what the other two. One had, I think, extra grenades.
I think you can only equip certain shit to certain guns too.
I can't remember what the other one was. But and then the game came out. They had the same Call of Duty issues, trash maps, except Sledgehammer was remaking Treyarch maps instead of their own since they don't have any. They split the player base with the DLC since that's when map packs still existed.
Mm-hmm.
That game, I think that game had loot boxes.
Yes, sir.
Of course, pay to win weapons in the loot boxes. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Buggy mess. Since it was a score streak Call of Duty, that all but killed off the TDM was unplayable since you will never call on score
Were
streaks.
there better weapons in the packs for World War II?
Yeah.
I thought that was an Infinite Warfare.
That was a thing for there was a lot. basically their games was like,
It was in Advanced Warfare, Black Ops
Oh, yeah.
3, World War 2,
I thought Infinite Warfare was the last one.
Black Ops 4.
Oh, was it? Okay, never mind. I don't know.
Yeah, because you got, remember Keontae was out here, I need to go Obsidian Steed and all that shit.
I remember
Yeah.
the Obsidian Steed.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that clearly.
When I say better weapons, I'm not talking about like Advanced Warfare was just better stats on the weapons that existing in the games. World War II and Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, it was new guns in the games that were just better than the other one.
Like how it is now.
Well, except now everybody gets them. But back then,
so you had to get them through loot boxes.
You had to get them out the loot boxes.
Ooh, yes. It's all coming back now. That you had to get all the new guns through loot boxes. You couldn't just get them through like a.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it wasn't just like how it is now. It was all random. So that, yeah.
Yeah, and then they had TDM unplayable, hardpoint unplayable, domination. You gotta be stupid to play domination. Kill confirmed was basically the go-to if you want to use streaks. Party balance was unplayable. Game had no ranked play or even semblance of a ranked. Oh no, actually, never. I take that back. World War II did have the second best league play. I take that back.
Because they balanced the fuck out of it, and they said everything else outside of league play just doesn't matter. I don't even think LMGs were even allowed in league play.
World War II zombies, forgetful.
I didn't know that had zombies.
Yeah,
it had Ving Rhames in it.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, then it had David Tennant too. I ain't gonna lie. That zombies wasn't that bad. Tamir wasn't that bad.
That zombies didn't even have Juggernaut.
Wasn't that bad. Hey, well, then again, I'm a zombies casual. I really don't like zombies in general. I just like looking at David Tennant.
That was like, yeah, that zombies was trash. They will eliminate the worst two zombies I've ever played. Exo zombies and that zombies.
Wasn't Exo zombies like an Easter egg too?
Yeah, it was. But then they put out you have to buy the DLCs to actually play the zombies mode.
That's fucking cheating.
Exo zombies, that EMP zombies that disabled your exo suit, which is retarded when the whole game is based around exo suits.
I mean, it's like it's a little, counter, because you just can't be running around and shit.
It's already hard enough to survive on high rounds when the zombies got exos too, but then you throw in these EMP zombies that can exo you and take away your perks. And the whole map's built around having an exo suit, and you just get that taken away.
Can you fall and die too, or some dumb shit on the wall? Those are little pitfalls, little gaps you can just jump and wall run over, right?
I say World War II is my least favorite Call of Duty.
Mine's as well.
I dislike the most.
Well, of course, yeah. I said the same thing. Yeah.
Other people have problems with modern. See, I like Infinity War Call of Duty over any other type of Call of Duty.
I prefer Treyarch.
Treyarch, to me, I mean, Black Ops, the original Black Ops.
Black Ops 2, right. Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 2 is way better to me.
Yes, sir. It's my favorite COD.
Because the maps was better.
God,
I play more comp Black Ops 2.
Damn near every fucking map on Black Ops 2 is goated. Damn near.
I prefer Ghost over Black Ops 2, but that's only because Ghost, I played a whole bunch of competitive in it, so I hardly played core. I was mainly playing tournaments and comp all the time in Ghost.
You see, for me, I really didn't. I expected Ghost to be like Black Ops 2, not knowing it's a different fucking studio, and I was just turned off of it.
See, that's what Ghost is. If you played publicly or comp, it was two different playing experiences.
Yeah.
Because that game was balanced amazing for comp. Pubs was easy for me. Because I was just using comp. I was just playing it like it was comp.
Well, I played on two different consoles. I played on Xbox and I played on Wii U every now and again.
So That's what. You get no clout for having a Wii U, but
Hey, it was fun regardless, but I just didn't like it on either console. Of course, it was more
this
easier
dude
to
was using
play.
this dude had the little Wii gun.
I didn't have no fucking Wii gun, nigga. I use a classic controller. I beat your ass, nigga. Don't you ever disrespect me, nigga. I was not using the Wii Zapper on Call of Duty, bro. I was not using no damn reticle. I was not out here literally twisting my body to aim at the screen. I knew a nigga that did do that. I used the whole controller, bro. I ain't trying to hear it, nigga. Come on.
Go for the immersion.
For real, bro. I'm out here with the damn goggles on.
Google Cardboard and the Wii gun.
Oh my god, bro. That's gonna be the title.
I'm fucking dead.
Nah. I played with regular ass controller. But yeah. Honestly, like I said, World War II was trash. You had some ideas, sure. Were they executed? No, not at all. This new one, obviously, I hope it blows World War II out the water. I'm sure it's not that hard to. Would y'all say that's the worst COD ever made?
I would say it's my least favorite. You would ask Zach and Levi, they would say 2019 Modern Warfare.
Which I don't fucking understand.
They say that Modern Warfare that's the worst COD?
Yes, they say that.
How? They put that over. They put that under World War II.
They put that under that.
How?
They I don't know the TTK and the
now.
Weapon Man.
Well, I will say early Modern Warfare was pretty fun to play. Later on, it got very very obnoxious with all the goofy shit because I had stopped playing.
They hate the
the tracer rounds.
Matchmaking.
Oh, they hate going up against niggas their own skill.
Well, a lot of Call of Duty people hate skill-based matchmaking.
They just want to
because you just sweating all the time.
I mean, it's only fair. I'm sure if a little ass nigga don't want to hop in a lobby with a bunch of tryhards and getting shot on and shit.
That's what you can say. You got the comp playlist for.
Right. So I don't know.
Like, if you got the comp playlist for a reason, then that should happen, and then the other one should just be connection-based matchmaking.
Right. Yeah, I don't see. I will say, like I said before, I will say Modern Warfare's maps were a little trash, and
absolutely,
yeah,
garbage.
Yeah,
garbage.
Yeah,
they want 3-lane maps, and I don't think Call of Duty should go back to that 3-lane map.
3-lane is
formula.
It's not. Yeah, it's not meant for fucking COD.
Maybe Modern Warfare should have went back on the amount of buildings you can go up into.
Yeah.
But 3-lane maps, and I don't think today Call of Duty players. I mean,
then they had
better.
Like even Treyarch's moving away from it.
Yeah. Then they had the corner peeking and shit, like mounting and shit.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't mind that.
That was in Ghost, but they had you disable that from comp. You can use it in comp.
Yeah, they had the
couldn't you like crack open doors and shit on the Ghost too?
I don't know about that, but
there were like interactive sections.
Yeah.
So I know there was that gas station that you could like blow a hole in something, and I don't know, something.
The Levolution of Ghost was very very attractive, and I missed the kinetic shit, the kinetic rods. That was pretty cool. I will say that I did play Ghost enough to know, it had like the little like squad game mode and shit. It was cool, but to put 2019 Call of Duty Modern Warfare under World War II, it just sounds like some personal gripes shit. It's not looking at it under 100%, logical overall scope. I wouldn't. No, like latter half of the lifespan of Modern Warfare, it got a little obnoxious with all the dumb shit. If you weren't staying up with the battle passes, it was a wrap. I would say that, yes, but overall, I would say that's still a better experience than World War II. Because look at it this way, at least you have a chance to confirm. Your chances of getting this weapon is purely based off of PT, right? On Modern Warfare, you see this gun in the little fucking Game Pass. Okay, so this is rank whatever the fuck. Yeah, this.
You have to unlock it by doing a challenge.
Yeah, you can get the gun. Yeah, but in fucking World War II, you literally have to spend X amount of money to get it.
Yeah,
and you get duplicates too.
Or you can get a weapon bribe from the black market.
That shit was dumb.
That
yeah,
one you want.
Yeah, that's
a whole other thing.
That's a whole different fucking level. Yeah. So just being more player friendly makes it a better fucking game. Honestly, that shit was fucking disgusting.
And all the DLC was free.
Free, and it wasn't trash.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to like, besides before Cold War, I at least bought World War II, even if I took it back like 3 months later.
Mm-hmm.
I completely skipped Infinite Warfare, and that's because I did not like. I don't know.
And guess what they were about to do?
Gunplay, but everything else. yeah, exactly. Yeah, but no, I understand that, but like, for what, like, because it is a thing, I think I'm still gonna hold Infinite Warfare as mine because it was so clearly like Infinity War trying to do the Treyarch thing, but
I'm not gonna lie,
also
though.
the aggressive monetization.
Infinite Warfare.
I mean, the story.
It was a cold Call of Duty. Zombies.
Oh yeah, it had like the 80s. The zombies was set in like the 80s, wasn't it? It was like really fucking cool.
It was set inside a theater. And you would watch like film runs. Zombies was amazing for that game.
Hey, what was that COD game?
Multiplayer was cool too. They just had it was basically Black Ops 3, but with Infinity War weapons.
What was that COD?
But you didn't have like a weapon character abilities though.
What was that COD? It was popping when we were in high school, Isaac. What was that COD? The game it had a map that was set in a zoo or some shit. And it had this big ass bridge that if you basically jump off, you'd fucking die. And you could swim in the fucking map too. It had this fucking. You say what?
It sounds like Black Ops 3.
I think it was Black Ops 3. And you could like swim underwater and then like pop out in this fucking cave and swim out and then pop out by the bridge. I think
was Black Ops 3.
That map.
Okay.
I don't think it was a zoo.
Yeah, this was Black Ops 3 you talking about.
Okay. Well, I don't know what the fuck it was, but I remember that was the first and only futuristic COD I touched. Everything else I did not play.
It was.
I'm just saying.
It was Black Ops 3.
I'm just saying that's the only futuristic COD I played, and everything else.
You played it on the Xbox 360 though.
I played it on Xbox One. That was Devon who was playing on them fucking CODs on the 360. This nigga had Black Ops. Yeah, he had that shit on the 360. There was the buildings are just fucking big ass blocks.
Yeah, there had a whole like stuff on the map just completely missing.
Yeah, just turned into something that's shaped like it. It ain't the same thing.
If that game got DLC and update.
I don't think so. What's the point? It's gonna be a bunch of fucking Lego blocks anyway.
Honestly,
for real, but the CODs I've played, it had to go to World War II. I didn't like what I was seeing with Infinite Advance and all that shit. I just wasn't fucking with that shit. And you know that COD I played when it was free, it was alright, but I just wasn't fucking with all this wall running and sliding and all that shit. I just wasn't fucking with it, so I continued playing Black Ops 2 by myself. So yeah, that was about it. So overall for me, World War II, but unplayed, I have to give it to one of those futuristic ones. Outside of Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 wasn't bad, but I just wasn't fucking with it to play more of it. It was still overall a better experience for like the 2 days I played it than I did with World War II.
The life of me can't get into Cold War. Like, I played it while it was free, and I was just not.
I ain't gonna lie, Chris. I fucks with Cold War, bro.
I mean, I can see. It's so much an older COD. It really is.
Yeah, and I likes that.
I just don't fuck with it.
At least you tried. I didn't with them other ones, but at least you tried. I wasn't going. I don't care if it was free for the weekend or not. I ain't wasting my memory for that time being. The shit out my face. Kevin Spacey can't even make me buy this damn game, bro. Makes you think anything else will.
No.
That shit was wild, but we have approached hour 2, minute 18. Honestly, this was a good full healthy stream. I wanted to touch on what we were talking about earlier at first, but I guess certain people didn't want to, it was more of an argument, and I hate to say that it was more of an argument than a discussion. But it is what it is. But I'm glad we spoke about the things we did. I'm glad we had enough people in here to talk. Shout out to Bobby. He got things to do tomorrow, but he still dropped through. Fucks with him. Shout out to Mech Trophies for dropping by and speaking and having a voice about it. And of course, good old Waxaplex 21 having a good old having his 2 cents in. We all appreciate it. And of course, Keontae for being here for like 5 minutes. We enjoy that too. Anything you guys want to say before we hop out? Anything you guys want to plug real quick? I know Chris, you might have some more videos popping through.
There's I'm just gonna shout out the ones that I just dropped recently. A weird little hand drawn horror game that I checked out recently called Mundown that I played through. And I have an opinion on it. So search up Waxo Plays and check out.
Yes, sir.
That.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything you got to say?
A recommendation for the week: Dota just came out on Netflix. Best Netflix original anime that I've seen so far.
I didn't even know that I got an anime.
Better than Seven Deadly Sins and better than Castlevania.
It's not that hard for Seven Deadly Sins, I can tell you that. I mean, honestly, you got
watch that.
Yeah. Anything else? Anything else, guys?
No.
Nope. No? Okay, let me go and plug my little stuff. I got a couple of videos coming. I have a NBA most hated and favorite jerseys in my opinion video coming up, so keep an eye out for that. I've been planning on making some more NFL Blitz videos. I've been super busy going in and out of town, and doing some things for our little group. Got some stuff going on. They're doing their little esports thing, and I'm helping them out with that, Rocket League and all that. Trying to get back into practicing with Tekken, trying to get back into tournament form, learning this new character and all that. So keep an eye out for new Lydia Tekken 7 videos and all that. Just be keep an eye out for all the content from the boys. Me, Waxo, Yexi, whoever, the whole group, Tuesday with a V, not a U. He drops videos, he streams every now and again. He does his thing, so the whole crew got something going on. But yeah.
New to Tuesday, we have a video coming out soon. Collabing, playing EDF. Watch the channel.
How much is that?
$20. EDF 4 is $20.
Ooh, I might get it because I actually like EDF. Played on PlayStation.
It's fun as hell.
Yes, sir. But yeah, appreciate y'all for stopping by. Everybody, listening in for the spicy conversations. I'm gonna have this episode and the one before up on YouTube within the coming days. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Peace out and see y'all later.